Well, hello. How is it going in the chatmosphere? Uh-oh, you already know the spoon is here, and I haven't done the shining yet, okay? I just like this rustic look right now, okay? So, what's going on? What's cooking, good lookings? Thanks for joining from Facebook, Twitch, and of course the chatmosphere here on YouTube. All right, so we're in the wilderness on another Saturday, and we have a special guest who's popping in from the chatmosphere. Did you think that was even possible? First, let me just say hi to the first person who entered the chatmosphere, and I'll keep it at the first person and I'll kind of move it along because I'm excited to introduce our sister from the chatmosphere. So, Shauna, you were here first. Oh, you've added a little bit more to your name, I see. Shauna Marie Chrysalis. Did I say that right? Chrysalis. And I'm digging the whatever you're saying, baby cakers. I like it, okay? So welcome, welcome, and thank you. Wait a minute, I have to say hi to the second person because this is a name I haven't seen, okay? Who is the silver hair guy? I love the way it sounds. Welcome. And please give the silver hair guy some love, whoever that may be. We love silver hair people, humans. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. And again, I don't want to hold up our introduction here. Okay, so I've been doing this a table in the wilderness. So I'm in the wilderness, yes, and our sister who's popping in, she's popping in from the concrete wilderness of the Big Apple, New York City, yes. The main borough of Manhattan, I believe. She'll correct me. I always try to, pretend like Philly is the sixth borough of New York. We have that little hang up, we're the little sister of New York. But anyway, let me introduce our sister, okay? One moment. Are you ready, sister? You're here? Oh, wow. Look at that.
Woo!
I want to introduce from the chatmosphere. This is our sister Nej, okay? Get it right. Nej, did I say it right, sis?
5-5.
All right. Well, welcome. I'm so excited. This is something that I have a feeling is going to be pretty fun. Okay. If you don't know our sister Nej, what is your name that you go by? Because you have a channel, and I want everyone to know about it. So, what are you going by on the socials? Can you let them know?
Sure.
Okay.
It's food and spirits with a Z.
Uh-oh. Let me write it as you say it. Food and what else?
And spirits
Do I do an and or an ampersand? Ah, I
with
know
a
the
Z. With a
ampersand
Z.
with a what?
Spirits with a Z.
Okay,
Not,
but
not
food and what is the and? And A and D?
yeah, A-N-D. Correct.
Okay, and then spirits with a Z.
That's right.
Okay, I just want everybody to spirits. You let me know if I did that right. This is her YouTube channel. I want you to follow because we want to give our sister some love as she is embarking on the fun kind of like thing of creating content online. It is quite a hoot. So would you say this is your introduction to
This is
the
my premiere
this her
worldwide,
premiere? Okay.
galactic wide.
Wow, aren't we excited?
Wait,
This is
yeah, man. Way past,
wow, your premiere. This is
way,
so special. Okay.
way past. What you call that? Our firmament. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, we're gonna get into all of it, okay?
We're a
Yeah,
nice level. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you're getting some love here. Look at that, Nash. All right, Alan. Hello,
Woo!
Alan. Welcome. Thank you for joining.
Welcome,
And
family. I'm not certain
the
if they could read it here, but
look, the silver hair guy says you're awesome. So
yeah,
look
what's
at
up,
that.
silver hair guy? Shout out to you,
There
and
you
also
are.
shout out to Jake Shearer from Oregon. Yeah, we another one of those places
Love
like
it.
we call
Love it. Love it.
Pat.
Okay,
Woo!
so what I want to do today, everyone, is I want our sister to give us a feeling of who she is and what she wants to bring in terms of content. I'll tell you one thing, I have gotten to know her, as they say, in these YouTube streets for what, going on 3 years now?
Yeah.
Okay, 3 years. Okay, that's quite a little friendship, right? That develops. So, our
We're gonna have to
sister.
we're gonna have to unpack. Here, I got this. Listen to this.
Okay, I'm
Brothers
listening.
and sisters, we're gonna have to unpack
Hmm.
what in the world happened to us, because it's like bing, we were all activated more or less in the same time. We were activated, man. That there's no other way to put this.
True,
You know?
true. 2020, right?
I heard a voice, he and it was a male. I would have to say that it was the God Almighty, the one and only, the creator of all creation, right? You
All
can
right.
call him God, you can call him source. We really don't care. In this here place that we're at, you see, it didn't just get here like this. Y'all signed up for it, whether you like it or not. We signed up for this, bro.
Hmm.
Sis. And it's like we are just amazing, is what I'm saying here. So let me just interfere 2 seconds, because I'm hearing a song. It's popping up. I just want to celebrate
Oh, see?
another day of living. Woo! I just
Okay, who
to
knew?
celebrate another day of life moving on. Come on, you know what I'm saying?
Look, when you okay, I just didn't give a warning to everyone. Our sister Nej,
I got a mic. Come on.
she's a soul sister, okay? She'll
Oh,
break out in song. She might be from Turkey, but she's not a jive turkey,
no, I
okay?
ain't
Never has been. So you might be going to church right now. Don't let the skin tone fool you,
you
okay?
got it.
All right. So if she breaks out in song, just know she got the Holy Spirit, something happening. Don't question and don't judge. Okay. So, sis, I want to let everyone know that your heritage is very rich, okay? We're talking about a sister who comes from a very ancient land. And let me get something going here so we can pay homage to our sisters' ancient land. As we have studied, of course, the mud floods and the things of that nature, my thumbnail, it depicts our sister in a way. She's going to tell us more. Like she says, we're going to unpack this whole experience that she's had on this earth realm, this world realm. So our sister immigrated from Turkey. And we know that Turkey is extremely important when it comes to world history, when it comes to biblical truths. And Turkey is a very exotic, as they say, very mysterious, very spiritual place. So this is where our sister Nej comes from. Now, when she immigrated here, she went to New York City. So quite culture, what would you say, like a shock there. But she has navigated the New York experience beautifully. And I'll let her tell you how many years and that kind of stuff. But she's had the most amazing stories of her being in the entertainment world. As you can see there, she's given us the Liza Minnelli kind of vibe there. So our sister has partied in Studio 54. How many people can say that? Okay. And she's rubbed shoulders with some interesting
I'm a
people.
survivor.
She's a survivor. She survived Studio 54. And as you can see in the picture on the bottom there, below the disco ball, you can see the Twin Towers. So she would probably have a tinfoil turban as well, but I'll let her get into it. And I want you to just start telling your story. Like, what began this demon slaying career of yours? Like, when did you begin to know that the world wasn't all that they told us, what they told you in Turkey? I'm sure you had childhood stories very similar to mine. So they do indoctrinate us into our culture as children. So you can just fill us in. What was it like growing up as Nej in Turkey, and go ahead and unleash and tell us what you're cooking and all that good stuff too.
Thank you, sister. Uh,
Love it.
well, my brother and I were born in Turkey, but my people are actually from Crimea. You know, that whole Khazarian activity. Uh,
Okay.
my folks were both from Crimea, and
Hmm.
what you call it, when the whole 1945 occurred,
Hmm.
uh, they were basically kicked off their motherland. Yeah, they were put into the cattle cars. Yeah, and they were brought to labor camps. And that's why when this occurred 2, 3 years ago up in New York City, I was like, oh, this is interesting. I see. We got the Nazis here because they never left. They just moved to New York, and then we know the rest. We'll get into that later, but we're not touching on that stuff. We know that stuff. But at any event, my people are from Crimea. Um, I guess I got that Mongolian thing in me. I don't know, but people think I'm Irish, whatever. But it's odd. I'm a person of the world, of the universe. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
so we came. My sister was born in Austria, and then they moved to Turkey. My brother and I were born.
Hmm.
I was like I was like 11 years younger than my brother, 14 years younger than my sister. So like I was literally the baby, yeah, or
Hmm.
the what you call that, the indigo. And so at any event, I was 2 years old. We got on a boat and we moved to America on the boat. So I know that whole experience, and
Hmm.
I do recall I was 2 years old, and I do recall it was very turbulent seas, and I went rolling. I do recall that. At
Hmm.
any event, we ended up in Baltimore. We ended up living in Chicago, Michigan area for a couple of years, and then we moved to Brooklyn. Okay, and we moved here into Brooklyn when I was 4, and that's when it all started. I was like, "What in the world is going on?" uh, at a very early age, 8 years old to be exact.
Hmm.
Listen, man, I'm not putting down any religion, you know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
I realize that I am not of that religiosity. I've never been. I've just never been.
Hmm.
It never ever resonated with me. But what I do know is that how the heck does an 8-year-old child uh, get this is compelled to go to a church, and the nearest church was St. Rosalima, a nice Catholic setup. But at any event, I just I just felt peaceful there for that moment,
Hmm.
uh, and I never told anyone about it. Long story short, how do you make a long story short? At any event, 8 years old, 11 years old, I remember saying to my parents, "Why did you bring me to this country?" I just always felt like, what the heck is up with these people here? I
Hmm.
didn't grow up in Turkey, but luckily from 8 years old to about 17, 18 years old,
Hmm.
every summer I was going to Turkey and we were exploring the entire country. You know, we
Okay.
did cross country England to Turkey. So when the former Yugoslavia was there, we drove right through that. Bulgaria, man, it was fabulous, right?
Wow. Wow. Hmm.
And I remember I was like, I want to, I want a canned tuna. They didn't have cans. I mean, they had canned stuff, but it
Hmm.
was basic. It was like tomato paste and stuff like that. They jar
Hmm.
everything. It was a beautiful time, you know.
Wow.
Like
Hmm.
America had not infiltrated that country as of yet.
Okay.
So I got to live that beautiful, glorious, down to earth, listen to your intuition. You see,
All
this
right.
I've been riding on my intuition and my common sense my whole life. And that's what's been bringing me that's what brought me here. Okay, to the point that I'm at right now. And these past 3 years have been hard AF, right? But it glorious. I mean, we're going to have to unpack this once we're over the trauma because we're all traumatized, whether you like it or not. We is traumatized.
Yes, we are. Well, Okay, as you're filling in your story, okay, for us, and I'm going to look in the chat atmosphere.
Should I get cooking?
I want you to tell us what you're cooking, good looking, okay,
Yes.
as we're going through. I'm just showing a little bit of turkey, okay, as our sister is going to prepare her table in the concrete jungle of New York.
That's right.
All
So,
right, so what are you making?
all right. So what I've done is something that y'all can do. As you know, the inflation. Let's go, Brandon. At any event, it's all a movie anyway, guys. You know that. So I got yellow. What do you call this? Yellow. The hell is this, man? There's zucchini. There's the green zucchini. There's the yellow squash. There's orange pepper, yellow pepper, red pepper, onions. I got me some garlic. I got me some tomatoes. Got me some tomatoes. I got me some eggplant.
Tomatoes, potatoes.
You
She
said-
started.
I say potato. I got some chicken. Listen, you could leave the chicken out if you so desire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can put beef in this.
Okay,
Beef.
vegan friendly. You could whatever. Put bugs in it. Okay, you could
Veganize it.
swap it out for bugs if you want.
Go
It's
right
up
ahead.
to you. Your
You
preference.
might just eat them crickets, yo. You know, I eat no crickets, and I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
I'll pass on that, but
Pass on
some
that.
people may like it. So what else so you have chicken as your
Yeah, we're just gonna do a quick. We're gonna do a saute. Is what we're gonna do.
okay.
I've already in
Doing a
advance
saute.
made.
Mhm.
I've already in advance made. What do you call it? Jasmine rice. Yeah, jasmine
Mhm.
rice, chickpeas, and yellow raisins, and some bay leaf action. Okay.
Mhm.
And and I'm gonna make it spicy so that the spicy saute put with this here rice with the raisins, it really takes it to the next level. It really does. It's nice, you know that. Come on. So,
Okay, everybody. Oh, one moment. You keep talking because I have to move into the house because it's raining. So I'm
No.
still with you. Okay, so go ahead and get it together.
Make sure you take that absinthe. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so what's up? What's up, fam? Woohoo! Let's see. So we're gonna get cooking here, right? And so let me just there we go. Let me just get that flame going. And basically what I'm going to focus on with the Food and Spirits channel is all the supernatural stuff that we're going to talk about. We're talking realms, we're talking teleportation, we're talking all that. And the reason why I can talk about it is because I experienced it firsthand. You see, I'm not taking it from a book and then talking about it. Whatever I am, I am. And this is what I'm going to be sharing with y'all. And I'm going to be my main focus with every one of you beautiful. I'm getting verklempt. I'm getting verklempt. Here's a topic. Chocolate cookies. Speak amongst yourselves. Okay. So what do you call it? What was I saying? We're going to be talking about the most important thing ever. And that's you. That is you, and you. I'm gonna show you how to navigate internally so that you can navigate outwardly with what the heck is going on out there. Demon Slayer, hell yeah. I'll tell you what, I look at it like this. There have been people throughout my time and throughout my life that have sort of, been a little boom, boom, pow, pow, physical with me. All right. So I figured, all right, no problem. And so, but basically what I did was I just went in. I was always in anyway. And I was protected at all times, protected. And I just look at it like, well, okay, I was a punching bag for the devil. You're like, what? There. So here's how it works. The devil can attach itself to one or actually possess an individual for a span. All right. And then that devil goes ahead, that energy, that spirit, that is that, and makes the individual do things that they would not normally do. And that's how that little, that's how the dark ones were always trying to attack me and whatnot. But we'll get into that later. At any event, but that's the show. It's because I'm about what? I'm about food and I'm about spirits. That's who I am. That's basically who I am. And we're just gonna delve into that, and I'm just gonna share everything I have within myself to help you people out there realize the God spark in you. Okay. We have the God spark. The devil has nothing but chaos and bullshit. Okay. The devil, what does he do? What does he do? Chaos. You see what the devil's doing. We all know. We all know. Especially when we know the history, we truly know what's up with that. You are very important. Every single one of us, whoever's here right now, and whoever will view this afterwards, you are. You're it. You're it. You're going to look in that mirror, and that's going to be the hardest thing, because we keep running away. What are we running from? We are running away from ourselves. Ourself is the greatest fear. Once you know who you are and do that work, that inner work, that despicable work, you're going to come out on the other side, okay? Where you're going to finally grasp this concept, this more than a concept, it's like a reality. It is the reality of who we are. We are the quantum. We are the quantum right here. We're the quantum frequency, okay? And I feel all of you. I have not met a single one of you yet, but I can tell you, I feel it, because when you're collective, you're collective. You're a fractal. We're all fractals, man. We're all this light beings that are coming together. And when we come together, that's right now, over it, right? So when we come together, what happens? The frequency on the planet shifts and goes up, 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 up. We are ascending. We're ascending. So latch on to that, man. Latch on, because it is a glorious ride, and especially this is supposed to be like the epicenter of hell, basically, because across the river, I have to look at the United Nations all day, all night, right? But that's okay. Yeah. I'm just going to wait for Jen to come back, and then I'll start cooking. But that United Nations, we should just name it. It has no part on American soil, as we know. But it should really be called the Synagogue of Satan. At any event, this here is a trip. It's a real trip, man. And let me tell you, 3 years ago, I was like, I call God, Father, Abba. I call him bro. I'm like, bro, you got to help me. I call him daddy-o. The thing is, it doesn't matter. Just call him whatever you want. Father, Mother God, Gaia. Hell yeah. Just call him what you want, what you really, really want. So, and he will speak to you. He will speak to you. He speaks to me. He wants to know. He wants to know all of us. We're his children. We're his children, man. Can you imagine? He gave me the perspective one evening here. He said, come over here. Let me show you what I see. And I looked, and you know what I saw? I saw all his children turning their backs on him and walking in the opposite direction. And I wept, and I wept, and I wept. I'm not a parent, but I know what it's like to love. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, wow, that blew my mind. He was able to show me that that all the children that he's waiting on is us. And all he wants is for us to turn around and come back home, man. Come back home.
I love it. I'm back. And I love that. I say repatriate. I always use that. Now I'm back. Thank you so much for carrying on, Nej. Hey, everybody. Thanks for being patient. I knew you were in great hands. Okay. So you are beginning your process here. I see. So you're going to saute.
Where the hell's that Gordon Ramsay? Where is he? Where is he?
How's it going, everyone? Thanks for joining us as we are getting to know our Chatmosphere sis, Nej. She's in the kitchen. Oh, wait, Nej. I have some music. If you're going to dance in the kitchen,
yeah.
I selected some music for you, okay?
Right on.
Okay, go ahead and get your thing now. All right, there you go. I'll join you. I got to find my stuff. Hey, everybody, listen. Oh, wow.
One way of navigating through the negativity. Dance, sing, laugh, scream. Find your voice, find your freedom, find your freedom.
Keep sauteing. Come on, y'all.
Romanian husband. My Romanian husband.
Wait a minute, your Romanian husband. Wait, I have to turn the music down. Wait, you have a Romanian husband?
I got a Romanian husband.
Okay, she has a Romanian husband, y'all. Okay.
Well, they danced. What do they say? Because I don't know what's going on over there.
That's okay, girls. Let's all say we got it. I got it over here in the Chatmosphere. We're holding the Chatmosphere down while you still play. Look at that. Yes.
Got a little Himalayan salt.
You got to do the Himalayan. Yes. Himalayan salt.
Listen, y'all, don't be afraid. Do not be afraid. When you know yourself, you know yourself. When you know yourself, you can cook intuitively. You just cook intuitively now. You're using your intuition, drop this. You're using a little black pepper. Doing it.
Black pepper? You got black pepper in here. Yes. The black pepper. Uh-oh. Joseph here, sis, from Ireland. Joseph, welcome.
From Ireland?
Yes, Joseph.
Joseph O'Sullivan. I have an Irish story, but oh, a couple of more. No, I'm not going to say that.
You know Joseph. He's been with us since the days of 2020. I love beautiful sunrises and sunsets. Beautiful name. Get it, ladies. Come on, yes. What do they know about house music? It's a lot of house music coming out. I'm just wondering what you know about house music, huh? Keep house music's name out your mouth, right? They just kind of appropriate house music, it seems, allegedly. Hello, Debbie, wooden spoon. Get your spoons out. Come on. We're stirring up something different. Wooden, oh no, a trigger. Oh no, that's right, the spoon. Oh gosh, Debbie, sorry. Well, we have the music here, so we will undo the trauma with some good vibrations. Okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, some people did get the wooden spoon. I should have thought about that. Well, look, we're gonna make it all good. It'll be okay, Debbie. We're gonna dance off, Debbie. Hit the spoon and just throw it up, girl. Throw it the other way if you have to. Undo the. This is like hanging out with two aunties, right? With two crazy aunties, right? And I'm gonna make some accents. I'm gonna do it. Yes, why not? Wait a minute.
Working.
What everybody
Things
said.
work. This is the ohm, and I'm telling you, they work.
What's that? Like, what? Tell us what that is.
This is
Oh yes, I know.
see it?
Yes, we use that in medicine actually.
This is to rid the demons from around you.
Uh-oh. This is how she does her get rid
This
of
is the ohm,
Okay. Uh-oh.
and this is the love.
That's the love. Okay. We're your hippie aunties, okay?
Right?
Yeah, we're those aunties.
Let me tell you, things work instantly, man. They raise your vibration. You just put it on your forehead here. Ooh, and you'll relax 2 seconds flat.
I feel good when I do this to my forehead.
Look at that sister. Look at that silly sister with a spoon on her face. Oh, you go. Oh my God. Come on. It would be nice if I had the camera.
Uh-oh, we have New Yorkers in the house. Us New Yorkers show love. Look at that, Alicia Brintas. Yes, Alicia. Come on in. So you have some New York love.
There we go.
I need a I want a thing, a jiggly thing. What do you call it? Where's it go? How come I forget that? A tambourine. I got it. Can somebody help me? Yes. Philly is in the house. We have the Philly Dawn here. Welcome, welcome. Philly knows about house music, right? Really came out of Chicago or Chicago. We have Sentinel here. Look at that, Lee. Look at us, Mitch. We have a sister from Spain, from España. Me gusta el baile del cucharón. I know she's talking about dancing. Yes, you love the dancing system now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I hear the sizzling. Yes. Oh, this is Karen. Karen's here from New York, from Harlem. Look at that.
That
You're
Karen's good.
Alicia.
Yeah.
Okay, Alicia, Karen.
I think maybe she can come visit me now. You know what I'm saying?
Look at that. Can you imagine? They're both in New York. This is so fabulous.
She's up in the Bronx, I believe. Yeah?
No, she's Harlem. Get it?
She's Harlem. Yeah.
Some respect on.
Yeah, we gotta get that. We gotta get this.
That's right. This is a gathering of your crazy aunties. Yes, the crazy aunties.
We got the crazy aunties here.
Your crazy aunties.
Crazy aunties. Yes, we do.
Your
And
crazy
mate,
aunties.
mate.
We have to practice I have to practice my Irish accent, okay? Sean is here. Hey, Sean. I haven't even begun to make my accent. I think I'll start the accent fountain. Why not? While our sister is okay. How's it going with the food? You gotta fill us in. I want to know what's up with the food. What's up with the food?
Don't have
What
any
you doing?
water. It's okay.
Get some water. Like, keep me posted on what you're doing with the food.
What are you talking about? You want me to say some clothing?
You adding stuff to the food.
What are you talking about? What are you talking
Okay, now how's it look? How's it look? How's it smell? We need to know. What?
Oh my gosh! All right.
Tell us what's up. What's going on?
Well, okay then. Peppers, onions.
I can only imagine. I just had popcorn over here. I'm just gonna have to improvise. We're doing this vicariously. We're eating this food, but her hubby, her boo, her bae, her Romanian hub, he's gonna be enjoying this meal. Unless Karen comes by for a plate, a single plate, maybe, huh? Wait, Debbie. Hey, Deb. Oh, I'm sorry, sis. What are you saying, sis?
I said no more stressing for us, man.
No more stress.
We stress our whole
what's on the
freaking
wall.
life. What's that?
Yeah. Tell us what's on the wall. You have a message there. Put that message on the wall. Uh-oh. You're going in. Going in.
And you see
Welcome, family. Oh, that's so nice to the wilderness. Open 24/7 of light, laughter, requests. No, frequency. Not requests. They're not. You get what's on the video.
Notice the cue going.
Oh, that's so sweet.
When you know, you know. When you know, you freaking know.
I heard that. Okay.
We're gonna have to dig into that whole. How the heck did we get appointed and anointed? You know what I'm saying?
Appointed and anointed. I love it.
You got to admit it. Otherwise, why the hell are we up, right?
Yeah.
We're all meant to be where we're meant to be, and we're bringing all our sisters where we go one, we go all.
Okay. Woo. Debbie, you say sunrise. Do you remember CC Rogers? Oh, you all are okay. You're having conversations. I know that happens.
They're chatting with each other.
All in your conversations. Yes. You're feeling it? Yes. Ellen, are you having fun? I got more slides, okay? While she's cooking it up. Yes. So, yeah. So look, sis, I picked out some imagery to let everybody know that Turkey has some ancient things, right? Yes, everybody thinks about, Egypt, Turkey, don't play Turkey cheap. They have their antiquity. So look at that. It's like Turkey said, y'all need antiquity? We got it. We got it. They got it. Look at that. We got it. Look at Turkey. Look at Turkey showing out. What?
Wow.
What's up, Turkey? What's up, Turkey? Yes, we're learning. We're doing it all. This is how crazy aunties do it, okay? Yeah, we're doing the mud flood. We're doing the vapor. We're catching the vapors.
We're getting the vapors, man. Hell yeah.
We're getting the vapors going.
Go back to original form. You hear what I'm saying?
There you go. And I'm about to do my vapors. I'm going to pour me an absinthe, okay? I'm not in the wilderness. It stopped raining. Look at that. I want to go back outside. Darn it. I should have had an umbrella. I would have it was like a little tropical rain. Why did I go in? Oh, darn it. Okay, all right, so I'll stay in, I guess. She's in the wilderness.
Oh, man, go outside. Go out to the wilderness. Who cares? Let's go.
Maybe I'll go back out to, you guys let me know. Should I go back out to the wilderness? Anyway, I just don't like taking the fountain in and out because, it just cuts down on the, so I might just stay in. So anyway, it looks like you all have some pyramids up in there. What's up, Turkey? What's going on? Look at all this antiquity. Wow. Okay, Turkey, I see you all up in the antiquities. Yeah, Turkey. And, from what I understand, Turkey has some beautiful waters, oceans, seas, everything, lakes, rivers, lots of fishing. So we're dealing with the, who knows about the ancient ones that were all in that area, all those port cities and coastlines, right? So fresh food. Turkey said, we got it. Non-GMO, we got it. Hey, Mish. What's up, Mish? Hello, Mish Leeson. Welcome, and thank you for stopping by. Yeah, so that's right. We got it. We got it. Turkey said, we got anyone got a 55 on me? I'm just curious if I'm shadow banned. I see you, Jamie. I got a 55 on it. I'll put another 55 on it.
Woo, the cowbell.
Uh-oh, what's up? What's up? Tell me what's going on. You got some papers? Hey, Wyoming chick, come on. The aunties are, well, one auntie is in the kitchen. She's cooking in the New York, in the concrete jungles of New York. Have you ever been to New York, Wyoming chick? Yeah, those statues were awesome. I just want to know, I didn't know all that about Turkey. And Turkey said, coffee, we got it. We got it. Let me tell you something. Anybody, V-Dog's getting fresh over here. V-Dog. All right, so I just want to say this, any culture that prepares coffee like this, Starbucks, by Felicia. I'm just saying, can you tell us what's up with this coffee going on in Turkey?
This is spectacular because what happens is that it's that smoky flavor and it's such an even cooking. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a flame. It's radiant heat is what cooks that coffee on a nice level. Yeah? So that it's not bitter. It's smooth. Yes.
You hear that, everybody? Smooth coffee.
Smooth.
Don't let the smooth taste fool ya. Yes, it has a bite too, though. It has a nice punch. It's gonna keep you kind of peppy. But what's up with the sand? I actually had a coffee set up like this before. So tell us about what's going on with the sand and everything.
Well, like I said, it prevents the direct flame from hitting it.
Oh, I got it.
It cures it and gives it the radiant heat slowly.
Oh, the radiant heat. You did say that. I'm sorry.
Exactly. All right. It's that absinthe, right? It's absinthe, right?
I haven't even started the absinthe yet, so it's just me just being me. But okay, so
I went to the Libra sister.
There you go. Wait, when's your birthday, sis?
I had it. 7/2.
Oh, you're what is that?
July 2nd. A Cancerian.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we're okay, Christian friends. I'm not into the astrologies, okay? So don't get mad. I don't know. I just know some people are into the astrologies.
Listen.
All right.
You know what we gotta stop though? We gotta stop getting triggered.
What's that, sis?
We can't get triggered no more. We have to bring ourselves to a place where you do not get triggered. You think? If you're getting triggered, that only means one thing. You got to go look in that mirror a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
All right. I hear you.
We got to let this stuff go, man. We got to let it go. We got to come out of that box.
There you go. There you go. Alan Crooks, thank you. Turkey is the Ottoman Empire. Now, I only knew about Ottomans because my Aunt Eleanor always had an Ottoman in her house, and it was always very nice. And Ottoman, that's all we knew, right here in the America. We just think ottomans as furniture. Isn't that just, what do you think about that, sis, when you have, ignorance like that, like that people just think of turkey like turkey sandwich even. I'm just saying, I want to go back to the turkey sandwich.
Well,
Listen, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not trolling you, sis, but I'm just saying, I know you would tear a turkey sandwich up, wouldn't you?
of course I would.
She would make a turkey sandwich into a masterpiece. That's the kind of cooking this sister does. What's up? What are you showing? Oh, beautiful plates.
This is Cohort, my friend, my Irish friend. All right.
Oh, okay.
He worked as a butler
Mm-hmm.
to Princess Diana for a short span. He was in that place. You know that place?
What place? What place? What place?
The palace, or where the
Buckingham. Buckingham.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Our reptilian friends over there, right?
The reptilians. Okay. Yeah.
You want to talk about stories? Holy moly.
Bring them on. We're having meatballs. Yes, we're having meatballs.
We're having meatballs.
So, okay.
I'm just going to plate it, all right? Because
I love plating. Oh, my God. I love plating. You know what? I was into plating. Okay. Let me just tell you a quick story. Okay. I worked at Barnard College in New York City in Harlem, and I worked in the events section of the school right across from Columbia. So they would give me a credit card. Can you imagine in New York City and be like, go get everything we need? I mean, they had big events, you know what I'm saying? Like people would come, like, their alumni is stuff like Joan Rivers, and I think Martha Stewart is a alumni of Barnard. But, it's one of those kind of, it's like Spelman, like, kind of like that, hoity-toity, bougie. So I would get a credit card in New York City to go buy all the stuff. I go down to the flower district, this district. I get all these centerpieces. I used to have so much fun. But like my thing is to prepare a table and to do things like gourmet things. Like I would have to see how to just make things so beautiful, and the people that the banquet staff, shout out to any banquet staff people. You are the heart and soul of everything that goes on Culinary. You guys do a lot of work, especially setting up those big, rooms and events. And I learned so much, right? But the thing is that I would taste all the food. I could go down to the kitchen, y'all, and I could go and nibble on things. I was eating well, okay? But the thing about it, I lived in New York. I had like I was on the 4th floor of a brownstone, and I could walk. I would walk to work, and that was a lot of blocks. I was like, what is Barnard? Like, tell me New York is this like one something. I was way up almost in the Bronx. No. Anyway, I'll get it together. But I was still in Harlem, but I would walk a lot and just up and down the subway steps. You are not going to be out of shape in New York. New York is just that kind of place. I had a bike, and I would take my bike up and down the steps, right, sis? Like, you're always like walking, and so I burned off all the food that I was eating. And oh my gosh, sis, like I love the way they would plate food, and I would help out sometimes when we'd have big events. So I learned how to plate a little bit, and it was so much fun. So, and another thing, sis, yeah. I had a friend, okay, one of my childhood friends. Her father had, oh gosh, this is like, he had a bookstore in Atlanta near the college, like the AU Center, Morehouse and Spelman and everything. So when her father died, he gave, he got the bookstore, and there was a friend of ours. If you guys know the Atlanta area, his name was Raksat Meshach, something like that. He's a poet from Australia. So he was like a friend, and he would prepare a table. So beautiful. It was like he could take anything in your refrigerator, leftovers. And I know our sister Nej can do this. Like,
oh yeah,
take anything in your refrigerator and create a gourmet meal. And he would plate things, and he was just cooking on one of those, like, when you would have like a camper kind of stove. He's cooking on that and he's plating this stuff. And I'm like, that really is love, when people cook and they love other people. And this is a love language, right? This is Nej's love language. Yes. What's up? You good? How you doing?
I'm going to tilt you all over here.
Okay. Your mother is like that? Yes. My mother's like that too. Okay, she's tilting things so we can see. All right, what's going on?
Wait, let me catch it, man.
Oh, wow.
Wait,
wow.
Wait, you see it? No,
yes,
wait.
I just see it. Can't you see it, everyone? Oh my, this. Tell us, okay, it's all sauteed, everybody, all those vegetables. Oh, yum.
Can you see it full on?
I can.
Okay, what about that yogurt soup over there?
Oh, yogurt soup. Oh my, wait, let's get you bigger. Oh, now this is better. Okay, everybody. Look at that. Oh, yes.
It's hard. Okay, there we go.
There you are. Yogurt soup. Oh, yums. Look at that, Ellen. Yay.
It has raw garlic, grated cucumber without the seeds, little lemon juice, yogurt, a little water to liquefy it a bit, and dill. Got dill up in there.
She has dill up in there. Okay. Yeah. It's beautiful. Oh my God.
So that's for you, all of you to, I don't know.
Look at that. Gail Fox, hey, you're here. The Fox is here. I was in Brownstone and East Village. You rode your bike, subway, walked. You had a 1957 Renault, and oh wow, look at
Renault. Yes,
beautiful. I know you were in great shape, like you are now. You get it. I know it says you do a lot of, up and down steps and all that. And we have Bernadette. Now you're hungry. I know, right? Hey, the Widow's Diary. I haven't seen you in a minute. Thanks for joining. Good evening. It does look delicious, doesn't it? I hope you all have some snacks. So tell us about the yogurt, because that reminds me of Greek cuisine. What's going on?
It's tzatziki, and in Turkish they call it juk.
Okay, juk. What?
Juk.
Oh, not juk.
No.
Uh-oh.
It's like jah, Jah, jah.
Yeah, jah. Okay.
So take jah and then make it a juk as well. Jajuk.
Jaja. Jaja. Okay, we're learning here. Made with love.
Specifically for weather like this, it's for the heat and whatnot. It cools you down.
There you are. Thank you. It cools things down. Yes, I love it in Indian cooking as well. It cools things down. Yes, Bernadette.
We're all connected, man. We're all connected, yo.
I know. It's similar, like, cuisine. Look at that. Bernadette's in New York, too. Thanks for joining, Bernadette. Look at this. So you're going to, at this point, I want to say that it is about the love, the intention, right? When you're cooking, right? Yes, looking is here. Hey, hello. All right, so tell us this. When you began cooking, was it something that you did early in life, or tell us about when you started cooking, especially things that are your cultural cooking?
Well,
because this is some of our sisters. Tell us about these meals right here. I did a little collage of some of the stuff that she teases me with. She sent this to me, and I'm like eating it through my phone and what. Okay, so what's going on? I just want to say this, sis. You're always going to keep a black friend cooking crab legs like that, okay? I'm just saying, okay? Allegedly. Look at that, crab legs. Are they in short supply, anybody? Have they unalived some crab leg factories?
At this point, I don't even know. They were expensive back then. Like freaking 10 years ago. I don't even know what it is these days, man. You know.
Oh my gosh. Tell me what this seafood dish is, okay?
Well, basically, it was for New Year's Eve, right? It was like little tidbits. It was like little tidbits when you're drinking your champagne and whatnot. So that there in the back is a white cannellini bean salad that has corn in it, I think, and all that stuff, and olive oil, bada bang, done. And then you have the clams, which were raw. I opened them. How do you open raw clams without having to, like this? Just steam them, man. They open up.
Okay. All right.
Take the inners and chop it up with the other filling, with the, what do you call that? Like a stuffing. And then put it back in and under the broiler for about, 15 seconds, you know?
Okay.
And as you can see, right in the middle there, you have absolute, an actual Turkish delight in Turkey. This was in Istanbul.
Really?
Oh my God, man. What? That forget about it. Everyone knows, including my Egyptian brothers and sisters, including my Greek brothers and sisters. Listen, they use cinnamon in their baklava, right?
Okay.
The Turks don't use that cinnamon. Nope. We just do simple sugar with a little lemon in there, and we keep it basic like that. And we have to use the real butter. You're using real butter.
What else would it be, sis, but real butter?
Well, you don't know, man.
We're not those kind of people over here in this chatmosphere, are we, people? Does anybody in here object to butter? I need to know what kind of people you are right now. Go ahead and let us know. Anyway, sis, so you got butter in the baklava? Oh my God, tell me more. Tell me more.
You got to melt your butter down, right? You have your phyllo dough, and you got to work quickly, rather quickly. So you're just going to lay down several sheets of that phyllo dough. You're going to take your melted butters, a little drizzle on each layer. As go, make like 10 on the bottom. Take your filling of pistachio or walnut, and then put that in there, and it's got a little bit of sugar combined in with it, So you just do your layer, throw it in the oven. It comes out very crispy, very brown, very beautiful. And then you pour your, the simple sugar all over it, and you let it cook.
Oh my God, I love baklava. Did you know that? Like, I love it, okay? Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so she makes baklava. Oh my goodness. Okay, wait, can we go back to the seafood dish real quick? I want to make sure I understand everything that's on the plate. Okay, so what's that on the northern part of the plate with the crab leg? What's going on there?
That's some phyllo dough action. And
that's
feta.
Okay.
Yeah, I put like feta. What you do is a börek. It's like a börek, it's basically feta cheese and parsley, and you mix that together. Take a nice rectangular strip of the filling. You put it on the bottom, and then you keep going. You're folding it into like a, how can I explain this? Like triangle. You're folding it into a triangle. You're going up the rectangle. Bing, 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 and you're done with that. Nice little packet. So these tidbits, you know what I'm saying? Like when you want
some tidbits. What? This is like gourmet food. Okay, sis, wait a minute. Can I make sure I understand this completely? North of the plate with the crab leg, you're saying that you just did a tidbit of phyllo dough. Phyllo. And you did butter, and what kind of cheese was that inside of it?
Feta cheese. Feta cheese.
And you have a few little negrescent seeds. What is that on the top?
You gotta this is a Bulgarian feta, right?
Yeah. Loving it. So are those, what kind of seeds are those on the top? Those little, what is that on the top?
That would be nigella. That would be black seed oil. Black seed.
Black seeds, y'all.
By the way, P.S. This here stuff, make sure everything is organic when you're doing stuff like this.
I'm all about it. All about it.
We need this. We all need this.
What is that?
Black seed oil, nigella.
Oh, black seed oil. Yes. Look into it, everybody. Google. I am not recommending anybody's health stuff, but our sisters is saying go do your research on black seed oil. Pregnant women have to have consideration for it, I know, but yes, sis, thank you for the reminder. Okay, let's move on. Okay, we understand Okay, the seafood plate. Can we move over to this cute little bite size? What would you call that? Tell us all about that. What's on that?
Those were actual crumpets, and or like the crumpet that comes from England or Ireland. They are truly much better than the ones that they sell in America. You know, the English muffins. You know what I mean? Those are well. However, these were from there directly. All right, and that's the beauty about New York City, Queens, everywhere. It is so diverse. We get anything and everything at any given moment from everywhere. You know.
I love that about New York. Every like she said, you can go everywhere and get in a store like a bodega type of store. You can get anything from anywhere in the world. So she can just go out and just get fresh ingredients and stuff. Like, I don't know if everybody like understands just how much stuff is usually available. So, okay, so that is a British crumpet. I love the crumpet name. That's okay. Like tea and crumpets.
Beautiful.
Oh.
And that's some smoked salmon, a little tomato, a little red onion, a little sour cream sauce over there drizzled on top. And right below it, you have the those flatbreads, tortillas, you know, the one that you made as well.
I've been making them, sis. She shared the recipe with me, and she'll be sharing these things on her channel, everyone, which she is going to. We'll have the link and everything in the description. But this is bread that now I make. So if you want to, you know, make a flat bread, it is a very simple process. I cannot make it so far where it bubbles like that because, sis, mine are flat. They're kind of dense, but they're, you know, I'm getting better. I have to keep practicing, but I was just excited. My first batch, you know, you gave me such simple, you know, instructions, but I would love to get it where it looks like a pillow like that, because then I could make a pita, right? Put something in the middle.
Absolutely.
So what is the secret to getting it to bubble like that and give a pita?
It's in the matter of how you roll it, you know. I found you just have to play around with it until you get that little feel. See, that's what I'm saying. We're referring back to intuition. You're cooking with intuit. You know what I'm saying? You're into it, right? You're oh, I'm into it, man. What are you into? Oh, I'm into that, right? It's like,
that's a wise thing you're saying, because I know a lot of people, they have to have recipes like, give me the recipe, and it has to be so exact for them to cook.
Now as you see, this here saute thing, what did we do? It took seconds, right?
Right, exactly.
15 to 20 minutes.
Wow.
I prepped everything, and there you have it. The point is,
wow.
I mean, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Whatever you're feeling, that's what you do, because you're going to eat it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're going to eat it.
Love it. So, you know, everyone, if you are, you know, learning how to cook, or you just something, I don't know, you just want to take it up, just know you can trust yourself with a lot of things, and start working with that creative side of your brain and your heart. And you don't have to have everything so perfect, is what she's saying. I know with baking, it's more chemical, like alchemical. So you have to use the proper measurements of things, but cooking, right? Am I right? You can really just improvise with the cooking.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay. So moving on, like if we go to the next image there, tell us what we're looking at. It looks very yummy and sweet. What is that on there?
That's actually a Martha Stewart recipe, that tart. It's a tart. It's got a pastry cream on the bottom layer. And then you have fresh, what you call that, grapes. And I think there's blackberry on that as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then you take apricot jam or preserves. And you take a little bit and you melt it a little bit on the heat. And with that, you just go ahead and use one of these.
Okay.
And just paint it on. And it gives it that beautiful glisten. That's how you finish it off, you know?
Okay. All right. Fabulous. Now, right in the center pocket right there. What are we looking at there?
This here is Turkish Delight, straight up.
Turkish delight, everybody. I don't know what you thought it was. 420, hello, puff, puff, puff. Okay, for the 420 people, you probably have something, some kind of products, probably called Turkish delight. Am I wrong or am I right? Tell me. It's probably something there with that name. So, what is Turkish delight? What's going on there?
This is something that is as old as the Ottoman Empire, way back. And I
Okay.
think it's a matter of it's like a jelly. Yeah, it's like
Oh, okay.
compare it to anything American. Oh, it's like a gel. It's like a jelly bean. Jelly bean.
Okay.
But
Jelly. Okay.
better.
Turkish delight is like the inside of a jelly bean.
That type of that texture.
Consistency like the inside of a jelly bean, and the outer would be what? Not just
Powdered sugar.
powdered sugar outer. So what's inside? They put
All
other
right. The
things
green one is pistachio,
in. Okay.
and I think the yellow one would be hazelnut,
Mm.
and then the other one I can't really see. I think it's walnut. So it's just
Wow.
like, and that little amber thing that you see in the back.
Mhm.
That you can't see the full photo of it, but it's a Turkish tea, and that's how you do it. You
Oh,
drink
wow.
that tea with those lokum. We call it lokum. Lokum.
Lokum.
Uh-huh.
That's what the Turkish delight are called. Lokum.
Correct.
Okay, now I've learned something else. Okay, so lokum. Now, okay, everybody, where have we seen Turkish delight? Am I remembering The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis? Is that correct, sis?
I have no clue.
Does anybody know? Are they talking about
Yeah.
what's that Turkish delight from the C.S. Lewis book? Let us know in the chat atmosphere. I don't know why I was remembering that story. Okay, I'd like to revisit a lot of C.S. Lewis for some reason. Donna wants to know, anyone know the best oil to use? Can you tell her, sis, what is the best oil?
For cooking? For cooking, I reckon it's cooking. Okay.
Okay,
Virgin olive oil. I'll be honest.
okay.
Butter, pure butter. I like the Irish butter, I have to say.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
give me some of that Irish butter. Oh my God. They got such good dairy there.
Delicious. I love Irish butter too.
Another thing you might do is use a little bit of oil.
Mm-hmm.
Steer away from canola, man. Steer away from it. I don't trust them because
We are not canola people. We are not canola people. Thank you for saying it. Canola is deep state.
That's right. And olive oil, avocado oil, just Libya. Oh, they got a beautiful. They have beautiful what you call that, olive oil as well. Expand. Everyone's going for the Italian. Yeah, the Turkish have. Listen, there's so many different olive oils in there. It's really worth trying it out. But in any event, you have to be careful with the olive oil because you don't want to burn it. It will go rancid and it will make your entire meal taste horrible, bitter, very bitter. So you just have to, like you say, be calm when you go in that kitchen. Just go in there and feel that love, feel that joy, have that intention, put some music on, and just go with it, man. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna do a little bit of olive oil. Then you're gonna take some of that butter, and that in the pan. You could take like a beautiful steak and put it right on that, or you could do whatever the heck you're sauteing in there. But the addition of that butter, that helps. It prevents the oil from burning.
Oh, okay.
Right. And the oil prevents the butter from burning. So there we have alchemical situation going on.
All right now, alchemy. Don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me.
Yep.
Alan likes olive oil, tomatoes, and garlic. Alan.
Absolutely.
Go wrong. You can't go wrong over there, Alan.
No wrong with that. Nope.
Says I'm Italian, but I love Greek olive oil.
Yeah.
That's right, Christine. And I know that it's all love between.
Shout out to everyone. Look, Nihoma. Shout out to my Chinese. What do we have? What do we have here? I'll feed the same. We got the German. Okay.
All right. Love it. Love it. Love it. That sounds yummy to the silver hair guy.
Yeah, there you go. We have Ango Heseo to our Koreans. Okay.
All right. So now tell us a bit about your background spiritually. You grew up as what was your religious, did you tell us about that already?
No, I did not, but I shall right now. Uh,
Okay.
it was a
Thank
very,
you,
it was
Mary.
a leka, it was a le, Witch Lord Edmund and Turkish delights. Oh, there you go.
There you go. Thank you for letting us know.
Yeah,
Thank you,
very
Mary.
merry. Quite contrary. How did your daughter go wrong? All right.
So
So,
tell us about your religious background.
yeah, that religious background. Yeah,
Oh,
it was very a lackadaisical Islam, okay, if you will. The
okay.
folks did not practice it. They just did not practice it like that. You see what I'm saying? But
Okay.
we got a lot of I got a lot of beauty from it. Okay, like the cleanliness factor is awesome when it comes to that. The giving, the friendliness, you know what I'm saying? Opening your door, having someone come in, ask them, do you want some water? Do you need some food? You know, we're very open, we're very giving, we're
Yeah.
very we like to protect the good ones, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Smack around the bad ones a little bit, then they come to our side and we hug them. You gotta smack them around sometimes. So anyway, lackadaisical Muslim, and at age 8, I was like, 8 years old, man. What the hell? That's crazy. 8 years old, I'm like, yeah, this is not going to work out for me. Of course, I said that to myself, not my parents.
Okay. 8 years old. You were precocious 8-year-old.
8 years old, going to the church, going to the Catholic Church, St. Rosa Lima, just to sit there by myself, get some reprieve from the nonsense. All right. Years later, little did I know, right? Oh, unpacking the Vatican. Yeah, okay. So, what you call it? Yeah, so I was like, yeah, this ain't working for me. All
Mhm.
right. And at that point, I just started delving into. I know it sounds odd. How are you 8 years old and start delving into other things? Well, by the time I became 11, that's when I noticed the shift of this liberal nonsense, of this Khazarian push, of this, extreme left and left there, left,
Mhm.
left there, that kind of thing. Come in at Marxism. Okay, there you go. Hello. And
Gotcha.
so I started noticing that in 1971. First of all, y'all might be like, how old? I'm wondering how old she is. You know what I'm saying? How old does the sister look?
You look good, whatever it is, sis.
Right on.
You look
But I'm
good.
saying I'm between 17.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, wink, wink. I'm between 17 and 107.
All right, that's how we're going to keep it.
Saying?
You do not need to reveal these things. We are not Anthony Fauci who wants to know all your business, okay? But sis, that's a young age to know, and your parents allowed you to, I mean, it wasn't like, a big deal. They, like you said, they weren't really deeply into it.
They were party people. What do you think I got it from? Holy cow. Are you kidding me? I started drinking it at 14. Holy.
Oh, wow. Okay, so your parents were, as they say, secular. They were more secular.
Big time.
Okay, I have my stuff going on. I'm going to be sipping. I didn't go through the whole thing to show the fountain this time, but I have to do a special absinthe while you're talking to us.
Yummy.
So, okay, so I have more, like I was showing the antiquity. I just grabbed a few images. And I just, you told us about the coffee. Now, this is something that's amazing to me is the
Cappadocia.
Yeah. Oh, that's how you say it. Say it again, please.
Cappadocia.
Oh, and I would call it Cappadocia. So it's Cappadocia. Say it again. Cappadocia. Is that better?
Dokia. Cappadocia.
Cappadocia.
Yeah, there you go. Cappadocia.
Okay. Well, thank you for I stand corrected. So yes, Cappadocia is a destination place. Have you had any experience there? Tell us, I think about the mud flood aspect of hiding inside of the earth. It's like, Okay, tinfoil turban time. Sis, you're in New York City, and I'm just saying that allegedly, I believe that you could go all the way down, 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 down in New York City, and it's possible to catch something moving, something smoking, all the way probably to Turkey, probably in less time than it would take to fly there. I've just heard a few things. So I'm just wondering, like, it just seems that this part of Turkey, it just informs us of inner earth type of stuff. So what say you?
Well, getting to before we get into that, the Georgia Guidestones,
Yeah.
have a direct line. You could draw a line, and naturally they love their sixes. So it's like, I think it's like 66,000 or 660,000 miles direct from the United Nations, man. The United Nations direct to the Georgia Guidestones, 66. Or was it 660? Something like that. I'm not sure. But it's 66 in there, okay?
Right.
Can you imagine? So Ted Turner, back in 1980, went over there, and they did it. He's like, okay, let's link the United Nations, which I call the synagogue of Satan, because they have a Lucius trust room downstairs, which is basically a Luciferian, what you call that, with a black cube, a meditation room. I mean, what? You know what I'm saying? We're talking about demons. These are demons, bro. These are demons. Right. And I know people don't want to hear it.
No.
And I know, like, people around me, they're like, oh my God, why y'all always talking about demons? I said, because that's what you got. That's what you are, Blanche.
You go around slaying them in the spirit and in the name of Jesus Christ.
Can I tell you something that happened about 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, tell us.
I'm going to tell you two things right now because I want to get down to this. All right. All right. And this is factual stuff. So
I'm ready.
You know what? I'm going to be shifting over there a minute. All right. We're just going together.
Just shift. Do what you have to do, sis. We're right here. Everybody get your tinfoil turban hats, turbans, hats. I have a feeling it's that time.
It is that time.
Okay.
All right. So I got the cooking out of the way.
I got a little popcorn. I put a little bit of cayenne on it. I might start looking like I'm going through my summer of love. But I haven't even, we'll talk about that later. Okay, I put a little cayenne on this and I'm ready to listen. Okay, ready, everybody? We're ready.
Okay, these are two things that happened for a fact and for sure. All right. Let me just tell you about the black. Let me tell you about the black shadow figure that I saw in my hallway. All right. Now, the thing is, I've always been that kind of child. I'm like, I see dead people. I've always seen them. I not only see dead people, they come to me, and I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, what the heck? What? I said, you realize you've passed. You have to understand. That's why I'm saying you got to get right with Christ. You got to get that Christos, right? You don't have to say I'm Christian. I'm not saying I'm Christian. I can't relate to saying I'm Christian because it's like a label. I hate labels. I can't stand labels, never did. And I ain't going to label myself. What I'm going to say is I am of. I started saying this years ago. I am of the Christos. I don't know how it came to me, but I figured, you know what? That resonates with me. I am of the Christos, man. We are Christed. Yeah. And so we got that light. We got that light, man. We got that light. So let's get back to dead people. That you got to be tight. You got to be tight with the creator. You got to be in that flow, because if your time comes that you're going to leave the vehicle, you want to know what the heck is going on. A lot of these ghost hauntings are due to the fact that they don't know if they're dead. I've had my mother's friend, man, back in Brooklyn years ago. I was like, 17 or something like that. And she had just passed. Okay. And she had been asking me, she said, come on, man, let's go to Atlantic City. I'll pay for everything. Let's just go to Atlantic City. And for some reason, I never went. And wow. I do regret that. I'm not going to lie. I never went, and I don't know why. Well, a few months later, she had passed. And check this out, man. It was broad daylight. I'm over there watching television. And I fell into that area where it's sort of like you're not deep sleep. You're in between this realm. You know what I'm saying? And that's the realm she entered. She entered the apartment. And I looked over. I could see her like I'm looking at you. All right.
Really?
Yeah. So she comes walking in and she says, she goes, hey. I said, what? I said, what are you doing here? You know what she said? I don't know. She goes, I'm in my apartment. I'm trying to turn on my TV and I can't do it. I'm trying to make myself a cup of tea and I can't grab it. I'm not able to do it. She says, so I just kept walking around looking for people that I knew who had the television on. And I looked at her. I said, holy mac. I said, do you realize that you have passed? She says, what? I said, you're dead. You passed. You're on the other side. She goes, you're kidding me. I said, no. And she says, oh, that explains it, she says. I said, listen, you got to go. You got to go, go to the light or something. And then she said, you see, this was the clincher. She says, you see, I told you we should have gone to Atlantic City.
That wasn't fair. I didn't know.
Are you kidding me with that? That was the clincher, man. I was like, yo.
It's a clincher.
Oh, shit. And so she just disappeared. And that was it. And I came out of that, like, strange realm. And, right.
Like, whoa. Okay. Wow. Okay. Thank you, Molly. Oh, you're so sweet, Molly. Thank you for the super chat. Just wanted to say thank you so much. There you are. Thank you, Molly Moose. Oh my goodness. So sis. Okay.
We're gonna get to the black shadow figure. We gotta get to the black shadow figure.
Oh, the black shadow. Okay, wait. You said you saw a black shadow figure in your apartment?
Not in my apartment. Hell no. They're not allowed.
Oh no,
I'm going to tell you
your apartment.
I'm going to tell you why.
Where'd you see this thing?
Okay, so I'm in the elevator. I'm speaking to a lady who's an absolute normie. She's French, right? So I was talking about some recipe. All right.
Yeah.
I get to my floor. Right. The elevator opens. And I had to continue with the recipe. I didn't finish at the time. So I stood in between my floor and the elevator so the door would not close as of yet. Yeah?
Yeah.
So I'm standing there and she's got two mirrors. She's in the corner and there's a box, picture a box. So each side of the wall is a mirror. Yeah? So I'm looking at her. She was looking at me. I was looking at you. No. So, I don't know.
I was looking at you.
So I'm watching her and she's looking at me.
Yeah.
And I'm telling her the story. I'm telling her the recipe. Next thing I know, this black shadow figure about size, I don't know, about a good 7 to 8 feet tall.
Oh.
I'm talking black shadow figure. I'm talking a black shadow. You hear?
And
you see the figure of a man. It was a male. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I'm sitting there, and I saw her face, and at this point, I didn't know whether she saw what I saw. Now she saw it with her own eyes. I saw it through the reflection of the mirror. Okay.
Oh, right.
And so therefore, my jaw dropped. I said, oh, and I turned and I looked down. Both sides, nothing, nobody, nada. And I said, her jaw was open. I said, what'd you see? She goes, I saw that. I said, what'd you see? She said, I saw a black shadow figure. A normie, total normie, you know it. And I was like, you freaking saw that, man? She's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, thank God. Like, I wasn't spooked by it. It is spooky. I'm not going to lie, but I'm so used to it. I'm used to it. All right. I'm in my house.
See that, do you know, some people will say, I plead the blood of Jesus, or they'll speak Jesus, like, or they'll, banish it or do something.
I used to do that, but when you find out about the history of Julius Caesar and the Romans, and when you find that out, you know what I'm saying? It's a little hard. It's a little hard, I don't want to use the incorrect satanic verbiage to say, Yeshua or Jesus, or remember we were talking about this. I don't know. I don't even know what to call God, God, because they have taken all our stuff. They've taken our verbiage, man, and they have turned it upside down and pervertized it, like Jason Q. I'm going to say, he does that digging, that deep digging. And he's like, you people are going to freak, you people are going to get triggered. But what if I told you that Jesus Christ, the word Jesus, the name Jesus Christ is Julius Caesar, JC. Okay. And what's going to happen if Jesus equals Satan? No, I'm serious. Oh, man.
Oh, actually, he has said, okay, I'm not familiar with that particular, but I've heard different people, of course, with things being translated, and the English language is always seen or demonized in terms of like how it can be a language that casts spells, So I realize that this can be one of those issues that, like, the understanding of words, like when you go and get the original translations that go back to the ancient languages, it's one of those things. Now, what languages do you speak, sis? Tell us what you're fluent in.
I am fluent in Turkish.
Okay.
I am not as fluent. I know a bit. I know a bit of Italian, French,
okay,
and I'm my attempt to learn Romanian. Ce mai faceți? You know what I mean? It's I just have to focus in on that. I have to focus in on the languages in the future. But as for now, we're still doing the warrior thing, if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
And we have to wait until this dust settles a bit. You hear?
Yeah.
And we're going, listen, all that stuff that everyone's talking like, oh, we're taking it back. Well, guess what? I thought about that and I said, you know what? I ain't taking nothing back. I want nothing back from what we came from. I said, because when you move forward, everything behind you is crumbling. It's all crumbling.
I love it.
There is no back. Forget about it. We're going to we're going to the future. We're going toward our future. And
I like that. I really like that.
Are absolutely creating that.
Thank you, Debbie. Look at that. Jen Love and this energy today. Can you do a club Saturday and we can dance? I love that, Debbie. And share stories. Oh my gosh, of our wild days.
I didn't even get to Studio 54 yet. Oh my God.
We're hanging out. Okay, everybody. I don't care what you have to do right now. Me and Nej are hanging out and you can come hang with us, okay? We're not gonna care. We're just friends that have just met in this way. So you can come and hang out right now, okay? But Debbie, I love that idea. The limelight. Oh my, you got pictures from the limelight? Wow.
I was at the limelight. I was at all of them.
Wish that, see, I'm like Gen X. So I always wish, I would dream that I could do this kind of stuff. I had some friends that were older in Philadelphia. I won't name names because I'm not trying to get y'all in trouble, but they would help me get into nightclubs. Mom, don't get mad, okay? The statute of limitations has expired on this story, but they would help me get into this nightclub in Philadelphia on City Line Avenue. It used to be called City Line Avenue. It was called the Library, okay? Can you imagine that, sis? A club called the Library. So they would help me sneak in a couple of times. I was like probably 17, 18. So it wasn't that bad, okay? So don't try to judge it. But I love this idea. I know, yes, I have some pics with my hair feathered. You know, we all wanted to have that feathered hair back then.
Farrah Fawcett.
We were getting those relaxers, that crack-a-laction stuff. Do you know about relaxers, sis? You know,
I certainly do. And not only that, but I had several people in my band that they would have to spend the night over, and I would look at the pillowcase the following morning, and he had the Jerry curl, you know, all the oil.
Did not.
Oh my God.
She did not go there with the
I was like, brother, I said, brother, you got to go easy on that stuff, okay? What the hell, man?
Oh, no. Okay, yeah, the Jerry curl that's a embarrassing thing. And I do have some Jerry curl blackmail pictures for a lot of you all. So you need to stand down right now. But sis, back to this right here, this coffee. I wish this was like coffee right now, this Turkish coffee. It's just so smooth, and I love the ceremony of it all, you know? But I want to talk about, you know, when I look at Turkey, I just want to share these images like I'm paying homage to your culture in a way. Look at that. They know about the Jerry curl juice. Me and my cousins, I have like some younger cousins, and they used to love watching movies. Like they could watch a movie, you know, like little kids, they watch movies a million times.
Oh, yeah.
They would watch like Dirty Dancing and they know like the whole script. But we were watching that. What was that movie where they had the guy that would dance, and he was like, Jerry, something, do the Jerry curl. And he would like squirt his hair with the Jerry juice, but it dried up at one point. Oh my God, we would laugh so hard. And I think it's the same movie where they would say Djibouti. Remember that movie? They would say Djibouti. And we were so immature. Not that I have matured much, but we would laugh at Djibouti because that is really a country, okay? But anyway, sis, I just want to say that in terms of Cappadocia, wait a minute, I didn't say it right. Cappadocia, did I say it right? Cappadocia.
Yeah.
Cappadocia. You guys say it right, okay? Practice with me. Cappadocia. So living in the rocks, okay? I'm fascinated because this looks like liquefaction. Are you familiar with that whole mud flood liquefaction stuff?
Yes, ma'am. But
So
we're digging into that. That's a whole different category, man.
I just want to say that this is an obvious liquefaction to me. Like, I have seen people that stay inside of this. I didn't know, like
they have what do you call it? They got motels, man.
Motels, everybody. You could stay inside the rocks. And I was watching this one guy. He lived in like an Airbnb type of situation inside the rocks over there. And it was decorated to the gods, okay? It was so beautiful, sis. I was like, you know what, sis? I just want to say Turkey is not looking so bad right now.
No, Turkey's awesome.
Does anybody out there feel me? Turkey's looking kind of nice right now. I'm just saying.
We'll go, and I'll be your tour guide. There you go. Oh, there's that. This is
there's the absinthe. So I'm realizing I can mix the absinthe. Tell me about have you ever had absinthe or?
I had it in Paris.
Oh, Paris. Oh, she had it in Paris. Okay. See, that's like, you know, when you say something like that, that shuts the whole conversation down. She said, I had absinthe in Paris. Okay. Basically, she's saying, stand down, Jennifer.
You want to hear another one? I actually ate a fabulous, glorious Danish in Denmark.
See, she's eating Danish in Denmark. Okay. You know, when you meet a person who's a real one, wait a minute, I gotta play the real one because you just made me want to play the real one because you're a real one. Now, when you're having Danish in where's that? You're having Danish in Denmark, and you're having absinthe in Paris. Okay, we got to toast to the real one. Everybody,
and I want to say I'm shocked because I'm hardly surprised. This one's for the ride. This one's for who knew I make it, just needed some time. This one's for my wife. Could have left 1,000 times just about my side. This one's for the grind. I knew it would happen, just had the strength in my mind. To the videos, they thought I was a black guy. That's hard to get over. I'm foreign in the sport, but I'm fully devoted. I don't take it for granted, but the door's been open. I knew I was different, I knew I was chosen. A breadwinner, but I'm soft-spoken. Authentic like a 5950 and there's no cap. Let's have a toast to that. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Egyptian. 500 for the shoes, come dirty, but the European. Less is more and less is the bank. Up the store, I pull up from trade. From the tray, I'm ballin' like Trey. Do what I can, I do what you can't. I wrote this 30,000 feet up. 10 toes, stay G'd up. I'm tryna get that type of wealth, like a house on the hills, can't see us. Say the money still me up. Stay humble, stay teed up. I don't tell you how to live, so don't hit me with no weak stuff. And if you know the deal, then you know the deal. If it's real, then you know it's real. Toast. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real.
Lawrence Welk Show.
Yes.
You see the bubbles?
Where? Oh, she got bubbles going, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. Okay? This is what we're talking about. This is a sister that you're going to have to tell us about your whole days in Studio 54 as well.
Oh, yeah.
I had to talk about studio. Our sister told me the funniest story, okay? You know, I'm just admiring the antiquitech here, you know, all of the beauty. Oh, look at this, sis. This is a brother I haven't seen in a while. Let's give So For Real.
Oh, So For Real.
So For Real. Toast
Yeah.
to you, So For Real. And I want to thank Debbie. I saw another super chat. Love, Debbie. Thank you. You said, I am sure we all have our looking for Mr.
Is White Medea? Where's White Medea in the house? She in the house?
Is White Medea here? We need to know. You
Yeah.
said Eddie and the cruises stories. I used to go on Route 35 in New Jersey, Sayreville. You remember Ladies' Night with the men? You know what, Debbie? Listen. I used to hang out with a friend of mine. They don't like me anymore. You know, the Black Boule, the Jack and Jill people, they don't like me anymore because I went off script, okay? But back when the Black Boule used to like me, I used to like them. One of my friends, like, she totally loved those male reviews. And she lived in DC, like, she went to Howard University, and, like, she was really into that. It was so funny. Like, I went with her one time. It was so crazy for me. I don't know what it was. Like, I was like, oh my God, I was so square. I know it's not hard to imagine me being like a total nerd and square. Okay. But yes, that's funny. Oh, we're going to have a whatever you said, Clubhouse. I tried the Clubhouse thing where, you know, when you're transferring over to new platforms, it takes a minute for people to get used to it, but I'll be patient. I want to do some other type of platforms where you could come up and like talk. So just consider Clubhouse. I know that some people are not early adopters, okay? But you can come up and talk. You know, anybody can talk. So it's kind of cool. But, you know, maybe we can get it going, you know? But I'm just saying again, sis, this whole turkey thing, this is a vibe right here. I am just saying, everybody, I have never wanted to go to Turkey as much as I do right now. We're probably going to have to get our sis Nej to put together a nice little something, okay? Okay, now.
This is it. Okay. This is where I was born.
Listen, I'm all there. But let me tell you one thing I like about this. This is the bath. You know, we talked about baths last time we went into the wilderness, and baths are a big part of ancient culture. So, sis, why don't you tell us about the different baths that are located in Turkey and these salt pools and everything, very salty. Okay.
Actually, it's amazing you put this on because this is a place called Denizli. It's called Pamuk Kale. It means cotton castle. Okay, and that's where I was born. I was born there in Turkey.
Wait a minute, you were? I didn't even know why I was doing this. So wait, tell us again. It translates to cotton tassel.
Correct.
I love tassels, you guys. Blame it on the Libra thing, but I am all about tassels and all
Not
that
tassel,
fancy
tassel.
fat. Wait, did I say it wrong? Did you say tassels?
No, I said castle.
Oh, castles. Well, I like those too, but castles and tassels. Okay. Oh, so wait a minute. This means castle, the place where these salt pools are.
Yep.
Okay, so what goes on? Tell us what it does to your body. Does it make you look like you had like plastic surgery, like go back to like a vapor canopy beauty? What's going on? Tell us. Go in. Tell us.
It's going to soften your skin. It's going to detox. It's like the beautiful sulfur baths that they have throughout the world, man. In Italy, in they're all over the place in this world.
Yeah,
that's what God put us. God put that there
yes,
for our sake. You know, this is healing, man. These are healing.
it's healing in the land. You come from a land that has healing in the land. So, okay, so tell me again, where are these? Okay, we get to Turkey, we land in Istanbul. How far do we have to go to see this wonderment right here?
Right. We're gonna get off Istanbul, but we can get off at another area, like someplace in the center called it's down the coast.
Okay.
Istanbul. Picture Istanbul being like where New York is, yeah.
Mhm.
And picture this area being sort of like where you are. Okay.
Right. Okay, so south, like Georgia,
Right.
from New York to Georgia.
That's
Okay, not bad.
We hop on we would hop on a bus, on the bus. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's beautiful.
Wow.
And the whole coast. I mean, God Almighty. You know, I worked in a place called Bodrum, Bodrum, Bodrum.
Right. Right.
It's like a it's very much a tourist, what you call that area.
Right.
It's like a Club Med, but without the nonsense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you know that Club Med is the deep state situation, I believe. You know.
I'm sure. I'm not surprised.
Ew. You know, and it's going to be such a relief when all that is out of our face once and for all. You know, we need to live, man. We need to live the way we're meant to live, and we're going to expand like it's nobody's business, man. I'm telling you, we're gonna create what it is that we want. The world that we want, we're creating it right now, now, right here. That's it.
Love it.
Keep that frequency high, man. That's you know, a lot of people are like, I don't know how to keep my what frequency? And I'm like, oh man, I'm so just laugh at yourself, you know. And a lot of people can't laugh.
No, they take themselves too serious. Like we have to stop taking ourselves so serious.
Why don't we just do a little test right now?
What's up?
Like let's say you're depressed, you're sad, and you're in that low field, that low energy of 2D, 3D area. And you're like, oh man, you're there. Well, you know what? When you snap out of it a little bit, you've got to make yourself laugh. You have to literally change the position of your thinking. Do you know what I mean? It's like break that pattern. Break the pattern. The more we break that pattern, the more we rise. And that's that. You know,
well, you know, we need to learn a lot more about what it is to have what they call these mental illnesses, because I know people would take offense to the term snap out of it when people are depressed, and depression is pretty high right now. But we have been, when you think about it, we've been herded into this reality that only pharmaceuticals and only whatever psychotherapy that has come out of whatever colleges and schools of thought, we have only solely depended on just that. And I just want to say, along with what you're saying, that it's time for us to stop being triggered when we hear things like snap out of it. Some people just, oh, I can't snap out of it. It's, you know, chemical, it's this, it's that. Okay, I get it. We have been told a lot of things about depression.
And we've been told from the lens of Western medicine, Rockefeller medicine. So I feel this is my opinion now, coming on the other side of 2020, I don't trust the medical establishment when we look at their origins. So depression is right now rampant. I would submit that we could look into some alternatives to what the mainstream says will heal and cure, because they don't like the word cure. Now, anything that doesn't allow you to use a word like cure, then you have to look into why they don't want the word used. So I believe that there are cures for depression. I don't believe people have to have a life sentence. I have people that I know, doctors, that have said that they are going to be on whatever, like, for the rest of their life for their depression, because they were told that, and they entered a contract for that to be their reality. So Girl Code has spoken of that, right, sis, where she says that a diagnosis is a contract. You have to go into an agreement about that diagnosis. If you become a patient, it's like any other designation, like Black, which doesn't mean a race, it means a social designation. The bottom caste, actually, Black means in this Western cabal kind of upside down world. But a diagnosis, you have to agree to it. And I've noticed some people, they didn't know anything about some kind of fourth stage, fifth stage, whatever. As soon as they hear a doctor tell them, that's when they agree to it. They accept the terms, and then their body responds. Have you noticed that, sis? It's like they've gone into an agreement for this. So I'm just saying, how about we think different about that? Look at these baths. Some people go and have bath therapy, right? They go to hot springs, they go to cold springs, or they jump into cold waters and things like that. Sis, what is the deal with, like, this looks like a whole vibe right here. So you have bathed in these waters.
It is, when you're, furthermore, when you're getting to that destination in the first place, your whole vibe changes the minute you land in there in Turkey. I start to cry, believe it or not. It's like I left that country when I was 2 years old, but from 8 to about 17 years old, I was going back every summer. And the moment I'd get off that airplane and smell that air, there's just something about it. I would start to cry because I don't know, man. It's the ether. It's that ether. It's the vibe over there. You're getting it from the earth.
Wow.
And so therefore, by the time you get to the actual place and you're going to dip your body in there, you're already like, you're out of this world, man. You know, by the time you slip your body in there, wow, just wow. You know,
I love it. I love it.
You're tripping for sure.
Yeah. Well, they say that, you know, when you live near ocean, a beach, it's a negative ion. So you know how Jason of Archaic spoke about, what is it, a biosphere?
Yeah.
So you think about a biosphere. And by the way, I'm going to be doing some hippie arts and crafts coming up, everybody. We're going to get back to doing some tie-dye, making some, you know those terrariums, sis? I want to start making terrariums where you grow mushrooms inside your terrarium. Now, I'm not saying every mushroom. I'm talking about, like, you know, other mushrooms, okay, everybody? So don't get on the thing like, oh my gosh, especially, you know, psilocybin and all that. We're going to talk about, I'm going to circle back to psilocybin because I want to have a very balanced discussion of psilocybin, because psilocybin has also been a substance that a natural substance that has been used for depression and PTSD. So, look into it. It's other things that are from the earth. But I'm just saying, sis, like, I want to do some more things like, I'm doing the kombucha, and kefir. I want to do tie-dye, some other things so we can have fun, okay, this summer. But sis, I'm going to say it one more time. Turkey is looking kind of good right now to me. And I'm thinking about things like, I picked this textile because this reminds me of Morocco, the whole carpet thing. And I want to look into flying carpets. Like, I want to do a little cute something for you all, something with some music about flying carpets. So you come from a part of the world that has this sort of this carpet thing. And when I was in Morocco, they told me that the women that live in the Atlas Mountains, that if they're not happy, they will not weave the carpets. So
The intention.
the happy women will weave more, and that will bring prosperity to their family when she is, I'll say, balanced and resting in her femininity. Is that okay? What do you think of that, sis?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it goes back to knowing thyself. Know thyself, because it's the same thing with the cooking. If you're in a bad way, or bad mood, negative way, what's your food going to taste like? You know what it's going to taste like. You know what it's going to taste like.
Right.
But when you're coming from a very relaxed situation where you just go with the flow and you do it, bada bing, it's over there. You're like, the same thing with the weave. Anything you do, as long as your intentions are high and in a good place, boom, you're going to get a good product. It's true with the ladies and the weaving. And it's like that with the Native Americans as well. If they're in a negative space, they absolutely will not weave. They will not weave. And it makes sense. It's like, I don't want to cook. Why would I cook when I'm in a bad way? I just won't.
Right.
So if you're making shoes, if you're a blacksmith, if you're doing anything, art, if you're in a bad way, what are you doing? You're not doing anything. And so the exercise that I do for myself, I'm like, yeah, try it.
Oh, I've heard of that. So is that part of your entertainment thing? Like,
no.
Is that part, is this something that, like, where'd you learn that? Like, what is?
I just make myself do it, and it exercises your internals, and then before you know it, you've already forgotten what the heck you're getting triggered over.
Wow.
Do it. You see? That's what
I've heard this. I'm not discounting what you're saying, because I've even heard that some people can do certain things to change their brain synapse, like the way that the routing is with the thoughts, like the thoughts that keep coming. There are things that you can do and literally, like you said, almost snap out of it. So I believe what you're saying. I do not discount that. Listen, at this point, after being lied to my entire life, I am open-minded to have, like, discussions. Like, that's the thing I don't get. Let's just get together and have discussions and get to know each other. Like, we have more in common than we have, differences.
It's good that you brought that up. Listen, this is what occurred to me yesterday. I said, they want to divide us. They want division, right? I'm all for division, dividing away from them.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I like this whole states' rights thing. I'm going to be doing more studying of the Georgia Constitution and learning about the states and how this country was formed and who are the real, You know, it's just
Our
interesting.
sheriffs are the deal. We gotta all listen. I'm asking the cops in the street right here. I've asked them during the 4th of July ceremony, the whatever they have, the Macy's thing that they have here. So there was a bunch of cops all over the place, and I said, "May I ask you a question, please?" Yes. I'm like, where can I locate the New York State Sheriff? Like, where are the sheriffs?
Right.
And he's like, "Oh, I don't know." I'm like, "Are you for the Constitution?" I said, "You do realize? Did you take an oath?" I asked them straight up. I don't care.
Wow.
Defund the police? Yeah, really? Okay. So did you take an oath? Yes, I did. I'm like, "To we the people?" Yes, I did. Well, then remember that. I said, "Remember that for the future." I said, "Because I got news for you, brother." What? I said, "Well, in this respect," I'm like, "we're taking it back. We're taking it back." I said, he goes, "Well, all right, you know." I said, "Listen, Constitution, man, let's go." They didn't know anything. They know nothing. They know nothing, these cops here. All right.
Yeah. And that's with everything we are learning. And I just want to let you all know that I want to do more when it comes to law. I wish I had the Black's Dictionary and things like that. And some of the I have some old dictionaries and things like that. But I want to talk about some of the states' rights and some of the treaties and who are the real Americans? Who are they? We need to find out what's going on with the land here. What's going on? So I want to delve into this more. And also, like, as they say, for lack of a better term, like correcting your status. You know what I mean, sis? Like correcting your status, as a lot of people have talked about that. I want to get back to that, circling back to that, since we're going into a states' rights things, as people can perceive. They don't get caught up on the Roe v. Wade and like some of the things like that keep you in a distraction. But what is really going on behind the scenes is important. So, I just want to let you know that that's part of what I want to delve into and revisit. But Tina, the truth seeker, look at that, says, "Hey, Tina, thanks for joining." Tina saying, "Hey, Jen and fam, I just now got on. I missed most of it." That's good, sis. That's okay. You know how I say you're never late. You can always re-steam. I call it a steam, okay, now. But sis, I wanted to get this in because this is so cute to me and so funny. You know how they talk about, like, I talk about Paul Romano and some of his like vernacular I have just adopted because it's so funny. But he talks about social media as well. He talks about Instagram being Instagool because of all the fakeness and stuff. But I just want to say, like, when it comes to Turkey and the travel influencers, when they take their Instagool pictures, as Paul would say, listen, this right here is iconic. Okay, so I'm just like saying
that's Salt Bay.
Yeah, like putting some salt on your social media timeline is something about, like, okay, these rugs again and these textiles, and then the balloons and things like that in Kappa. Wait a minute, say it one more time, sis. I want to get my pronunciation right. Cappadocia.
Yeah.
I did it. Oh, I got it. So, sis, what do you think when you see these? Like, look at the sister over there. A sister is always going to do like extra. Okay, look at her. What do you think of that?
I think she's exhausted.
She's exhausted.
Listen, we're all exhausted. We're traumatized and we're exhausted. So I tell you what, whatever it takes, for God's sake, for whatever it takes for us to get stronger within and together, man, bring it. Man, bring it.
Amen.
A little CBD, yes. That CBD works. I'm telling you right now, straight up. For me,
mm-hmm.
it was a lifesaver. It really. Oh, there we go.
So this is a vibe here. Like, when you think about the childhood memories, like I know, like, I've been pondering what Jason teaches about the soliloquy, like this nostalgia that's coming back right now. It also has, I connected it to this whole house music thing that they're going back to, kind of the disco days and house music, which was similar, like in terms of timeline, but it had that happiness to it. It wasn't depressing. It definitely wasn't this music that they have, the mumble rap and all that. But the house music, it comes from the Black church. Okay, let's be real, everybody. Don't get triggered. But it comes from Negrescence, the Black church. So you have that whole, like, they're bringing back, it seems like, the house music and like the feeling of the 70s, like when you were hanging out Studio 54. And I said the Turkish Laffy Taffy, right? So you get going, and I'm thinking about you again with this picture of these pictures of you in New York in the 70s. Can you tell us about what it was like in the 70s in New York? Like, what was it like compared to now?
Well, from the building that I grew up in Brooklyn, from the rooftop, I witnessed those towers going up. Every year they get a little taller. Okay. From like 1974, it just, and it went from there until it was complete. What was it like? I'll tell you what, it was hardcore. All right. And here's why, because Times Square was like nothing but pimps. You know what I'm saying? It was like pimps and hoes.
I remember.
Yes. Until Giuliani came in and, did what he had to do. Right. All right. With the mobsters and all this other stuff. All right. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, I performed at Felt Forum, Madison Square Garden. I opened up for a huge event with many, many bands, such as the Platters, such as the Silvers, such as the dude was an Elvis Presley impersonator, but fabulous. You know what I'm saying? Like spot on. Mm-hmm. So it was a huge show, and we were like, yeah, sure, go up and sing your original tunes at the Felt Forum, Madison Square Garden, and holy mackerel! Not now, but on my channel. Eventually, when I get this thing rolling, you got to hear the story about that.
Okay.
Don't ever challenge the devil. It wasn't me who did it. It wasn't who challenged. Okay. It was the two other assholes that were in the band.
Oh.
And when I caught them, I said, "What are you doing?" They said, "We're challenging it." I said, "Are you out of your bird? Are you out of your mind?"
Wow.
And then there was a series of events. 3 series of absolutely bizarre events.
Right.
And I even had a tape recorder, a cassette that heard the voices come through. Have you ever seen The Exorcist?
Yeah, that was a scary movie. Like,
okay.
That was, like that time period in the 70s, I'll say it, that the young people have no idea about scary movies, because the movies from the 70s, when it dealt with that issue of like demons or the end times or, The Exorcist, those are movies they could never repeat, because they really did tap into those other realms or dimensions, whatever you want to say. Those movies were real, and things happened on those sets. I heard a lot of weird things. So they were playing with power that they were not ready to deal with. They didn't have the right protection, I would say.
No, they didn't. And furthermore, they're all into the rituals, let's face it. The whole entire cast of Friends, Anthony Bourdain had mentioned in his last tweets that he tweeted before they red scarfed him along with Kate Spade and whatnot. Anthony Bourdain being the chef that he was, etc.
Right.
He had tweeted. He says, I was on the set of The Friends, and they were all saying "Hail Satan." Okay.
Oh,
They were
I've
doing
heard
Hail
that.
Satan before they started to perform.
I've heard that.
Rosemary's Baby, hell yeah, that's another one.
That is like Rosemary's Baby, Tina. The rabbit holes that are involved with that, like, because you get into Mia Farrow and the
You get into
weirdo
Mia Farrow, you get into what's his name, the producer, director, the
yeah,
poet.
Woody Allen. So Woody Allen, he did his movies about New York being like everything was so New York. Like that's what made a lot of people fall in love with New York was actually a lot of Woody Allen films. I would say from my Gen Z perspective, he made New York almost like a person. Like
Diane Keaton.
Oh, yes, exactly. All of those. So yeah, like the Rosemary's Baby rabbit hole, and then you have the son of Mia Farrow, Ronan. Remember Ronan?
Who's the son of Frank Sinatra.
Oh boy. Oh really?
Yeah. Let me tell you what.
Yeah, tell me.
When Mia Farrow was filming Rosemary's Baby, that was at the Dakota Apartments in Manhattan. Guess who else lived at the Dakota?
Isn't that where they shot John Lennon? Was that at the Dakota?
Ono.
Yoko Ono, right. But isn't that where John Lennon was unalived?
Correct. John Lennon was assassinated at the doorstep, at the
right. Okay.
All right.
Yep.
So such a wow. So when Mia Farrow was filming that, there's a part in the movie. Okay, Roman Polanski. That's right, Roman Polanski. The Tino. Hello, Tino ran off to Paris with Johnny Depp as his best friend. Hello. Oh my God, so sick.
Oh, by the way, everyone, I have heard that when it comes to since you brought up Johnny Depp, I heard that the Johnny Depp trial that I believe was distraction like everything else, the Georgia Guidestones. I don't know. I'm just wondering. It just seems to timing is so crazy. But I'm just saying that I just heard, and you can verify it, that the Johnny Depp trial might be overturned because there was a jury member that wasn't truthful about their identity. So that's going to bring the whole trial into question because then Amber Heard has the power now to do a mistrial, whatever, appeal, because there's been a problem. Has anyone heard about that? That the whole Johnny Depp thing could be overturned, which now makes me really think that it was a whole ruse, it's just a whole distraction. What do you think?
It's all a show, man. It's all a show.
All a show.
Movie, man. Listen, take a deep breath, man. I'm telling you, I know it's hard to believe it. It's over. It's freaking over. I'm telling you what. Okay? It's a thing for us. Believe me. They're going to perish. And this is a show. It really is. I know I sound like Charlie Ward. It's all a pantomime. Isn't it just? It's just a pantomime. Right. I know that was hard to deal with when we were going through the deep stuff, No,
it is hard. I know. It's hard. Let's talk about,
bro.
Hey, you guys, our sister told me the funniest story. Because I was thinking about, okay, I'm from the generation, I love Blondie, okay? I was one of those kind of kids, I love Blondie, and I forgave her that she tried to rap, okay? That little rap that she did was Blondie, Deborah Harry. It was janky, okay? But we embraced you, okay? We accepted you. Because you were like Fab Five Freddie. He kind of gave you that. He ushered you in, which we could go into a whole thing about that, but I won't do that.
It's intriguing. It's intriguing that you brought Blondie up because here's why. Not only did I run into her several times. Come on, when you're in the music thing, whatever, you're in the streets, you're seeing everyone. Okay. I mean, I was literally at the beginning of studio. Of the limelight, of the Mud Club. Mud Club. Oh, we're going to have to look into that.
Okay.
I was at the beginning of, all that stuff, man. When rap first came out, East Coast versus West Coast, and the keyboard player in Blondie
Uh-huh.
jammed with my band for a while.
Okay. Well, what was your band's name? What was the name of it?
Oh boy, we had several names.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. So you
Yeah.
had a band. Okay, so our sister, she sings, and what else do you do in the band?
Listen, man, you want to hear the connections? They're so wild. The connecting the dots is wild over here.
Okay.
So, all right. Man. The last band I had was by the name of the President's Kids. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. We got to perform. Listen, I was never into politics. I'm telling you straight up. I was not into politics whatsoever. I was like, leave me alone. I want nothing to do with that. I just did my thing. I always did my thing. Fashion, singing, this, that, whatever. I played at the Women's Republican what is it? The center that they have on the Upper East Side. Okay.
Oh, fancy.
And so because we were called the President's Kids, and they were like, oh yes. And guess whose inauguration it was? It was an inauguration party. He wasn't there, but the people were, and we were celebrating, etc. They were, not we.
Was it Reagan?
It was George Bush.
Oh
first.
no. Uh-oh. Ew.
That one.
Uh-huh.
And it was his inauguration. So because we were called the President's Kids, we played at the inauguration party.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Which links it to Bush and the Twin Towers. There you go. Right?
Okay, right.
And getting back to the music for a minute, I had a vocal instructor. She was married to Joe Cocker.
Oh,
you know Joe Cocker.
Yeah. You are so beautiful.
Right. She was married to him, and plus she was the backup vocalist to T-Rex, a band by the name of T-Rex. She was a backup vocalist. So she later on she had a swanky place on the Upper East Side, and it was through her that I became a member of the Grammys, otherwise known as the National Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences. So I went to two Grammys when they used to have it at come on, what's that place? Radio City Music Hall.
Okay.
It was fabulous. It really was fabulous when they had it at Radio City Music Hall. And then something happened, and it was in LA all the time thereafter.
Oh, I didn't realize it was originally in New York.
Oh yeah, Radio City.
Radio City. Did everyone know? Oh, we have a troll. Wait a minute. Sorry, sis.
We have a troll?
Sean, we have a troll. Let me get the troll out. All right, thank you. Okay,
What's that troll saying?
It's some kind of porn,
Oh, that porn stuff. Oh man, what do they always find you? They always find your thing, and I'm like, you
so crazy, like it's nuts. But I got rid of them. So what? Where were you before the troll started?
Okay, just tell him to come on up here. I'll meet him downstairs. Let's see what happens. Listen, and I don't get physical with people, man. I don't have to. I just look at them and I talk. And I just freaking talk at them. You hear what I'm saying? I'm like, what are you doing?
Okay.
And they freak out. So they run away. Okay. So through my vocal instructor, she helped me become a member of NARAST, National Academy of Recording Arts and Sciences, otherwise known as the Grammys. And over there, remember the Fifth Dimension? Remember we were like, when the moon is in the seventh house, come on, and Jupiter aligns with Mars, and peace will guide the planet, and love will fill the surface. This is the dawning of the age of where it goes. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Well, I got to meet her. For a half an hour.
Who?
Who?
Wait, hold it. You mean what is her name?
The Fifth Dimension.
Yeah, the wife of Billy McCoo.
Yes, McCoo, Marilyn.
Marilyn, you met. I love Marilyn McCoo.
Listen to this. I don't know what the heck it is about what I looked like or whatever, but like I had people coming up to me, you know, from the Allman Brothers Band and from the Fifth Dimension, Marilyn McCoo, saying they absolutely thought that they knew me. I'm like, brother, you do not know me. He's like, yes, I do. He says, we were at that party, man. You were at that party. I'm like, I promise you I wasn't. And then she swore up and down that she knew me. And I just kept it going. We were having a fabulous conversation. We spoke like a half an hour, man, during the intermission. You know what I'm saying? It was wild. But at any event, the connections. Then I became friends with Ahmet Ertegun. Ahmet Ertegun.
That sounds familiar.
All right, you're gonna get it now. Holy moly!
Was he the president of Turkey? Was he the?
No. He was the CEO of Atlantic Records. Oh yeah, Atlantic Records.
Right.
And, his father was ambassador to Turkey.
Oh, okay.
But they lived here. You know what I'm? You know.
Yeah, in New York.
Very, you know. Listen, he was deep state. Let's face it. They were all deep state, and they were Illuminati, and I was hanging around with them. Okay.
Right.
And only in hindsight can I know this now, right? I didn't. Know.
I get it.
We didn't know anything. Let's face the fact, we didn't know it.
We didn't know what we didn't know. We were hanging out with the Illuminati. We didn't know it, everybody.
We didn't know those facts. We knew that there was something up. We knew that we could not succeed no matter what, or no matter how hard we tried in life. And we didn't understand why. But I'm so happy that the Father, Abba, God, he closed all those doors for me. At the time, it was very disturbing because I spent like 12, 15 years in the music industry, but he never made it happen. He closed those doors. And only in hindsight, praise God, hallelujah, woo! Only then.
Us from making it. Sis, okay, can you put your spoons up in the air? I was not supposed to make it in their world. You were not supposed to make it in their world.
I was in the fashion industry. The doors closed on me. The dude, my designer, I was his assistant. It was a hot summer day, man. And he attacked me with a freaking scissor. You know the fabric scissors, the real big ones?
Oh, they're real dangerous.
I had my hair up in a ponytail because the AC was down in the city, 7th Avenue, Fashion Avenue, you know.
Yeah, fashion. Yeah, I'm tracking with you.
He lost it. He didn't lose it. I'll tell you exactly what the hell happened now that I know about demons. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Did he go Alec Baldwin on you?
Hell yes.
Oh, no.
Obviously, a demon came. Either it possessed his ass. That's what it did. I'm just going to say it like it is. That demon came, and it wasn't an attachment. It was a possession. Mother. I'm just going to censor myself out. You don't have to worry. That mother came at me with this huge fabric scissor with the black handles. You know, it weighs about a ton.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That son of a gun saw my ponytail. And from across the room, he decided he was going to run with open scissors toward me. And I swear to you, as God is my witness, I just, my instinct was just to protect myself. And I went, whoa. And he caught me right here. Boom. Right to the bone. Right to the bone. I nearly fainted. Because, you know, when you go to the bone, the plasma builds up first. You know from being a nurse, that plasma builds up. And then it starts to bleed profusely. Yeah. I nearly, I tell you what, I had to take the train home. I was white as a ghost and just completely gone out of my head. Well, obviously I didn't go back. You know, I went back a few days later,
right?
Collect my things so that, because I said, I can't work under these conditions. And he had like 24 long stem red roses for me.
Oh, he was going to love bomb you. No, we don't accept roses after you run after us with scissors. What kind of fool do you think we were?
sis.
You're not raised to take your flowers after you run
I
after
put
us.
my hand up. It was going to get my face. Do you understand?
Oh my
I
God.
mean, he was going fast, and I just go like that, and it caught the bone.
Oh my
Oh.
goodness. Oh
You
my
know what I'm
goodness.
saying?
Yeah,
The door closed to fashion design for me. The door closed to music. The door closed to any. I went to Lee Strasberg Institute for acting. I got in on the spot.
wow.
And I got lured into the music industry instead of
Right.
the acting. But it would have been the same damn thing anyway. Let's face it.
It's all the same. Yeah, you just go in a different door, right? It's all. Thank God you were saved from that. Now I want to share something with you on the strength of like this being very like we were just talking. These are your aunties, okay? You're hanging with your aunties right now.
That's right.
Okay, listen, sis. I want to share this. It was something I found on. It was Tokyo Tony. Don't judge me. I get truth from various people, okay? And Tokyo Tony brings truth.
All right.
I am a Libra.
Uh-oh. Sisters are freezing. Hello? Come on now. Shabalabala. Here. Oh, we can't have this. We cannot have it. We cannot have it. Sis, you're frozen. Unfreeze. Come on, unfreeze. There you go. You're back.
I'm back. Okay. They do that to me sometimes when I talk about certain things. You were ready. Okay, sis. You were ready.
We don't mess around.
Okay, so listen, I want to share this with you. It's always when I'm about to share some real tinfoil stuff. I don't know. What did I say? Tokyo Tony? What y'all got against Tokyo Tony? Okay, listen. I am a very multifaceted person. I don't look down on people. Okay, so sis, I want to show you this.
Sure.
This is what I found on, when people do their little stories.
Yeah.
Let me know if you're able to see it. What do you guys think of this? Like, this is this guy's channel.
Oh my God.
And
Dude,
what do you look at this, you
I am
guys.
getting such freaking creeps right now because that's pretty much the jam right there. I just got the chills. Oh, that is ever so frightening. I'm telling you what. But guess what? These little, I'm gonna say it, all right. These bitches ain't around no more. I'm telling you right now, they're not. And I don't know if y'all are feeling it, but there has been a depth of heaviness lifted off of us. Tell me you don't feel it. I do.
No, I feel it. I feel it.
It's lighter. It's brighter.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just going to create the most stunning world. The one that we were promised to begin with. Yeah. And that's where we're going. Who cares? And P.S. My husband said it was all right that I should come and visit you down there.
Oh my God, you're coming down to the South, girl. I'm going to show you a great time. The South is rich in just amazement. But look, sis, I have more from this site. Look at this. I know I played this once before. Can you see it? Let me know, everybody. I wish I could make it bigger.
You know, I'm going to puke. I'm really going to puke.
What do you guys think? Like, I showed this, remember?
This literally just...
What are you thinking, sis, when you see this? What do you think, everybody?
The control that they had. This is the control. It's very interesting you have this, man, because this is basically putting it into visual for us. This is the realms that most of us cannot see. And this is what's going on. This is the kind of thing that's happening in the realms that our eyes at this moment cannot see. You hear?
I hear you.
Oof.
REL Truth Seeker, South Kakalaki. Oh, wait a minute. I love South Kakalaki, okay? Yay! For the win. Had no idea. Yes, we're close. South Kakalaki to me is like my backyard because My people come from Savannah, Georgia. Savannah, Georgia.
Haunted.
Sis, Savannah, Georgia, when you come to the South, you have to come to Savannah. Like, Savannah is like the sister city to Philadelphia and Boston. It's like, cobblestone streets and that sort of colonial architecture. So they have the brownstones and it's just very rich. I have some ghost stories. It's a very ghost type of city.
It's very haunted. I know. I was there.
It's a haunted city. So you've been there to Savannah? Like, great food. The food reminds you of like New Orleans. It's the same kind of vibe. And like for me, like you were saying, like I'm not afraid of ghosts or apparitions because as a nurse, I've worked in a lot of various like hospitals that like old hospitals in Los Angeles. And I've had to go down into the bowels of the hospitals, walking to the morgue or, taking a patient.
Oh boy.
I really like, I would give my patients that died, I would give them honor and I prepare their bodies to be very clean and their rooms. It's like a whole process for me.
Wow.
The post-mortem care of a human being. Wow. I find that to be a very sacred thing. And I took it sacred. I took it very seriously. So I would even like from cleaning my patients, preparing them for, the next phase of the journey of like their body. They're not in that body anymore, but I'm just saying to respect the suit that they just, left. So I would sometimes roll my patient down myself with another help, like someone helped me.
Right.
So I would be in hospitals, in the bowels of the hospital, and there are a lot of ghost type of things reported in hospitals. So in Savannah and Los Angeles, that's where I've had the most ghost type of experiences. But I don't show fear of ghosts. I don't care. I'm like, I told a couple of ghosts that were in a hospital and in LA, I was like, you need to get up out of here. And that's how I talk to the entities. Okay. You could call it whatever. If it's like the sassy black woman, negrescence, we're not afraid of no ghost. Okay. So yeah, we're that sassy. We talk to ghosts like that. I have the power and authority through my father to tell a ghost to get up out of here. Just like that.
Absolutely.
If I see an entity in my kitchen or something at 3 a.m, I just go in and say, get up out of here. Bye. Bye, Felicia.
Exactly.
That's how I treat that stuff. I'm not scared. Okay.
That's what happened when I was coming into my apartment after I saw the black shadow figure.
Right.
Prior to me opening that door, I looked over and I said, listen here. I said, just go to the light, man. I said, what are you doing lurking around here? I said, you got to go. I said, you're not allowed to attach yourself to me, and you're certainly not allowed to follow me in. You have to talk to them like this.
Yes.
You're just not allowed.
You have to talk. You have to use authority that is given to you by your father, and they will flee. Trust me, I have done it. Okay. Especially in Savannah. They tried me in Savannah. Y'all tried it. And all I said was to the ghost when I first moved in, I did like some travel nurses. As soon as I move into my place and I see the fuckery from the ghost in Savannah, I just said, look, get up out of here. Goodbye. And they left. They left. Okay. They're gone. Bye-bye. No need for fear.
You see what you just did, what you are capable of doing by telling the unseen. You really can't see it, but you're telling it because you feel it, and your third eye inside you see it, what have you. But what you do right there is exactly what we have to do with all of it. Like, this is how we're going to navigate through the nonsense of what we're heading into. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm, because they're clutching on. They're clutching. They're clutching.
Desperate. They're desperate.
They're desperate. They're gasping. They're bloody gasping. What's the matter there, mate? Are you gasping? Are you,
Gasping.
someone get him a glass of water, please. You know.
Our Father wins. Thank you, Ariel Truth Seeker. 59 in the chat, 57 likes. Oh, thank you so much for encouraging. Yeah, you know what? I don't always ask people to like smash the like button, but it does help with algorithms. Like if you want to see this channel fight against the algorithms. Of course, I talk about things that they don't like, so I'm not, going to be a popular channel, but we have our little corner, and I like our little thing that we have. Okay, our little Costa Nostra. But sis, like, okay, let me take this off. I just wanted to show you those two things, but I'm gonna stop this screen and go back to the main screen because I want to ask you something about aging and get your opinion on what do you see in terms of aging? How do you face aging? Like we're talking about, we see on the screen, we see Deborah Harry. When she was younger, she was giving those vibes of like, you could say Marilyn Monroe. That seems to be like the
Pussycat syndrome.
Okay, there you go. Now, Deborah Harry has remained in the public eye, and now she's a bit older. As I said in another live stream, that it appears that Hollywood, the entertainment industry, is aging out. They don't have the
party drug. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so the youth is fading from them. Peace, the Guru 215, the John. Thank you. I appreciate that. Peace now. Peace to the ghost too. Is the TikTok account you're showing up? Oh, that's on TikTok. Yeah, if you look under that name that I showed, yeah, you should find them on TikTok. Yeah, it's an interesting account. But okay, so when it comes to like the aging of the different like celebrities, one of the things I want to share that you said that was so funny, you saw Deborah Harry and you said she had a big head. Oh my God, sis, I cracked up. What do you mean?
Okay.
What do you mean?
The thing is, I'm like 5'1" on a good day. Okay. 5'1" on a good day, and she's around my height. So I'm crossing the street, and I'm like, I went up to her, and I was like, "Oh, hi, how you doing?" And she was gone. She was like, she wasn't there, but she was, and she was whacked. Let's face it, she was whacked, and
wow,
her body she was very small, around my height, and I thought, holy shit! I said, look at the size of that head. That head was so enormous. My jaw dropped. My jaw was like, no way. I never seen a head on a small body like that.
That is so shady boots right there. You must have learned how to do that shade from Studio 54. Wait a minute, you guys, when she put that in a message today, I said, oh my gosh, she's like my family. I come from the shadiest family ever. Okay. But you said her head was so big.
It was huge. It was huge.
Okay, so she's a little. Oh, so you're 5'1", you said?
No, on a good day.
On a good. That's in stocking feet, as they say. You're 5'1" and stocking feet.
Yep.
Okay, wow. Okay, so don't be shocked by me, because when I've traveled to China, they look at me like I'm one of the Nephilim. They're like, oh, you're so big. And like, I went to the marketplace and, I wear a size 10. Don't say nothing. I wear a size 10 because I stand 10. I'm 5'10", y'all.
You are? You're 5'10"?
I'm warning you guys, on a good day, I'm 5'10". Okay, so when I'm in Asian countries, they kind of like, oh, but that was always funny, like how the women would say, "You're so big."
When I see you, when I finally meet you, I'm gonna be that way. I'm glad.
Okay, so don't be shocked. I have to give you a heads up so you're not thinking that I'm a Nephilim up in here.
Good.
But anyway, I'm just saying my feet fit my body. They've been keeping my body up, upright for a long time.
That's
So
right.
I don't be, whatever. My size, my feet are my feet, okay? But anyway, they're healthy feet. So I just thought it was funny when I was in China, and I go to those markets and they have those shoes, like they just like make all the designer shoes in Guangzhou, and they put different labels in them, and it's like these high whatever, and you can get them for like nothing. And so they only have certain sizes, and I'm like, oh, do you have my size? And they go, it's like the look of horror, like, no, we don't have your size. And I'm like, but they let you know real quick, oh, we can get your size in like 24 hours.
Yeah.
And you know why though, right? You know what? It took me so long to figure that out. Like, okay. By the way, my brother was so mad at me that I knew nothing about Yeezys when I was over there. I saw all these Yeezys and I was not prepared for everything that China was, like Guangzhou. So he's pretty mad at me that I didn't snap up a bunch of Yeezys. But yeah. Oh, well, I didn't know anything about it. But anyway, when they make those shoes, it's like, they have the prison camps right next to the factories, so they can make these shoes in no time flat, and they can make my size in 24 hours.
Yep.
So I'm just saying, but anyway, what do you think about aging? And what is your take on aging? If you were to tell anybody your wisdom, what you've learned about aging, as we see everything is aging out in a sense, and what would you say about it?
I would say you have to try to eat. And I know our foods are all messed up as well. And even organic isn't truly organic anymore, or it never really was, unless you grow it yourself. And of course, how are you going to do that in a concrete jungle, right?
Yeah.
That's a little challenging. Whereas where you are, you can go right ahead and do that. Just eat as organic as you possibly can get your hands on and afford. And isn't that crazy that we have to call organic? Shouldn't we call it food? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I think. Yeah, I agree.
Thank you, petroleum-based Rockefellers. Thank you.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Just and drinking lots of fluid.
Right. Exactly.
The fluid I was drinking since I was 14. I got delivered from alcohol 2 years ago.
Oh, amen. There we go. Another testimony.
I told you what the Father was able to do.
Oh, I love it. That's right.
Came down. I literally saw his hand.
Mm-hmm.
It was huge. It was in my living room.
Right.
And he goes, enough. I need you now. It clears a bell.
Mm-hmm.
He says, enough. I need you now. Because I was like, you got to help me. I can't stop. How do you listen? Because he says, look what you have on your back. He was, listen, in these different realms, you're able to stand aside and they're able to show you you.
Right.
And so I stepped aside and he goes, look what's on your back. And I take a look. There's a huge parasite, like a black leech, a leech. It was huge. It had a hold on my head and the bottom of my butt. And the whole thing was just black and slimy. You couldn't tell head from tail.
Right.
But the middle of it was about that thick.
Wow.
My back. This parasite demon leech. That was what was making me drink more and more and more. You don't understand the kind of drinker I was. And like I said, I don't like labels, so I never labeled myself, I'm an alcoholic. Hey, okay. Hell no. I tried that before. I went to, let's go to, what is that? Alcoholics Anonymous. Yeah.
Right.
There I said, the hell with this. I went home and started drinking more, No,
really? How do you feel that I'm doing the absinthe? Is this a disrespect to you?
No, absolutely not.
No? Okay, because I'm really,
when you're delivered, when you're delivered from something,
Right.
it's not like, oh yeah, I'll take a couple of sips here and there. No. When you're truly delivered,
Right.
you don't even think about it.
Okay.
It bothers you not. It absolutely bothers you not, man.
Wow, I'm glad you said that because it's hard. I know some people are very sensitive. Like, you don't want to talk about, like, I'm not, like, I've changed. Like, you go to college, you're drinking, you're doing the thing. I have alcoholism in my family, but I've had my times. It was more when I was younger, but now, like, this is the thing I'm just doing. I don't know. I just see this as a medicinal, but
you don't have to feel guilt about that at all.
Okay, that's good. Hear that, everybody. So she's the kind of person that not everybody is going to feel like, oh, you can't do this around me. Like, if you're a donut addicted person, nobody can eat Krispy Kremes around you and everybody's walking on eggshells. But our sister is way beyond that. So that's good. I'm glad that you addressed that because I don't want to disrespect anybody. Or how it says in the Bible, you don't want to cause your brother or sister to stumble. Is that a part of, like, stumbling? I don't know, but I'm glad you addressed it.
What? When you're delivered, you know it. Everything before this, like, I quit for 5 years, but I did that on my own. Okay. But I went back to it because I was not delivered. You hear what I'm saying?
I am delivered.
There's a difference between quitting on your own and what you call that, and being delivered from it, having that demon pulled off your freaking body. That was an attachment. There's a perfect example of an attachment.
Wow.
That thing was a leech and a half, man, on me since I'm 14 years old, bro.
Wow. Okay? 14.
That's right. That's right. I could drink any man. I could drink any man under the table, and I was functioning. I was functional. Absolutely. Are you kidding? Are you kidding me?
That's powerful. Well, I'm so glad you're delivered. And let me tell you, sis, I want you to, like, let everybody know where to find you. This has been the most fun. We're going to go out on a dancing kind of high vibe type of deal. But I want you to share with everybody how they can find you because, listen, everybody, this is our sister. She popped in from the Chatmosphere. This is really, like, amazing to me. Like, we have our girl code.
Prime Minister. That was Prime Minister. Remember?
We found each other. Like, we all came together at a special time, and everybody who's adding into our family here. This is a beautiful thing. I want to continue conversations like this. We may not always agree on things, but we can be agreeable and we can listen. Like I said, I want to have that wide wraparound porch. I want you to come and bring something with you. If you have a little sip, a little vapor, if you know what I mean. For you people, I do not judge, but I would love to sit with you. I want to have rocking chairs on my wraparound porch and just sit and rock, and we can reason together. We don't have to agree on everything. And that's where we are growing up. We are growing up as human beings, and we're not being triggered by our cultural programming, okay? I retain my faith. I can defend my faith, and I don't get triggered anymore like I used to. I'm growing up. Okay. So if there's anything that you want to share, sis, like, just freestyle it. Okay. Cause I want to have a little dance break with you again and go out on some high vibes, but share with people, like, where they can find you and, yeah.
So as of now, the website is foodandspirits.com. And the spirits is with a Z. Exactly. There you go. Mm-hmm. No luck. Wish you could drop her link. That's because I haven't posted anything as of yet.
Okay.
I will also be on rumble.com/foodandspirits with a Z.
Okay. All right. Nice. Okay. Well, I will drop the link for anyone who is looking for our sister's link. I am going to drop that link for you in the description after this renders, because sometimes when I post it on Facebook or YouTube, it takes me a minute where I have to do a few little steps, but I'm gonna make sure I have a hyperlink so you could go straight to her channel or her website. So I want to thank you for that, sis. And I just want to go out on a little, do you have any words of wisdom, something? I'm going to be playing a song on the way on out, and we can just dance and have a good time, okay? So what do you have to say to us, sis?
My words of wisdom is look into your eyes in the mirror and don't be afraid, because I think that our greatest fear is ourself. Once you start looking in, you just got a clean house. That's all. Clean that house. And then come out on the other side. And nothing will hurt you. Nothing will trigger you anymore. I'm serious. You will be free. The kingdom of God is within. And I used to think these were all such cliches. You know, not a cliche. The kingdom of God is within. You're the key. Open the door. Go in. Come out on the other side. High vibes, high frequencies. Go in with that beautiful creator, the creator of all creation, the source of all sources. Go with that vibe. Be in that vibe 24/7. You know, you're like, how can I do that? Oh my gosh. You know, but I drink and I swear. Well, I used to drink and I swear. Now, I can't believe how good I've been. I have been really good.
You have. Okay, everybody. Our sister has been very PG tonight, okay, or today, rather. You've been on your good behavior. Both of us have, okay? All of us have. So let's just go out on a nice, dancey kind of thing. I'm trying to think, what have I played? Listen, I think I was playing this, right?
We need to get Studio 54 music too. A real studio mix.
I know, I have to get a better, like, something. I got to think of a nice song for you to go out on, okay? I'll even bring, I'll bring Josephine out. No, that's not it. We need something.
You know what?
There you go. There you go. Go ahead and dance. Whatever. Imagine yourself in the
Every day is snowing. Since I was told that you don't want me, but baby, you're just cold. You know I try to hold on to where there's no you. I can't stand up, 'cause I'm not a kind of girl who paints you perfect.
so much for everything. This has been so beautiful. I want to thank everybody. Thank you for the super chats. And I want to toast to you guys on the way out, to the real ones, okay? Thank you, Lisa. I love you. Nej, I love you. This is our beautiful sister. And we're going to show her love, right? Thank you.
And I'm watching the rise, and I wouldn't say I'm shocked, cause I'm hardly surprised. This one's for the ride, this one's for who knew I'd make it, just needed some time. This one's for my wife, could've left 1,000 times just to by my side. This one's for the grind, I knew it would happen, just had to strengthen my mind. To the videos, they thought I was a black guy. That's hard to get over. I'm foreigner in the sport, but I'm fully devoted. I don't take it for granted that the door's been open. I knew I was different, I knew I was chosen. A breadwinner, but I'm soft-spoken. Authentic like a 5950 and there's no cap. Let's have a toast to that. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the They done baptized the bad guy, still don't follow religion. The fabric's not average, the cotton's Egyptian. 500 for the shoes, come dirty, but the European. Less is more and less is the bank. Up the score, I pull up from trade. From the tray, I'm ballin' like Trey. Do what I can, I do what you can't. I wrote this 30,000 feet up, 10 toes stay G'd up. I'm tryna get that type of wealth, like a house on the hills, can't see us. Say the money still me up, stay humble, stay teed up. I don't tell you how to live, so don't hit me with no weak stuff. And if you know the deal, then you know the deal. If it's real, then you know it's real. Toast. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Let's have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real. Let's have a toast for the real ones. Have a toast for the real.
This has been awesome, everybody.
I know.
Thank you so much.
I hope y'all enjoyed yourselves. Just being real here, giving it to you great. I don't
There you
know,
go.
man. You know?
There you go. This is amazing, sis. I will see you soon. We will be talking in the chatmosphere. Thank you all. Love and high vibes to you. Keep laughing at the apocalypse. And sis, I'll see you real soon. We'll see you over at your channel, at your place, your real estate on this interwebs. Okay. Love you. Bye, everybody. God bless you all. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And I will see you soon. Okay.